Hey y'all. Hey. Let me know if how my volume is today. I need some changes to my mic. Hey Red. Hey all my wonderful moderators. Grady is still having an upset tummy. I've been waiting 10 minutes and he just came in, so I'm going to go shut my door. You okay, baby? Actually, I'm going to shut my door and get him more water, okay, y'all? Be right back. Grady, come back in, honey. Come on, sugar. Okay, well. Okay, he didn't come back in. Hey, y'all. He's been having an upset tummy. I missed my hair. I haven't done it. He's been having an upset tummy for like 2 weeks, and I just gave him a bunch of pumpkin. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Y'all be sure to come in and click the thumbs up so we can get more people in. Love y'all. We're waiting for Grady to come in from hopefully. Actually, I can see him. He's just sitting outside. You know how dogs are like in the middle of the night when you take them out? Oh boy. Hey, Honey Pepper. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Hermes. Let's fix my hair. I didn't wrap it up last night. I've been wearing my wigs. I don't install them, but I like put them down with lace bond and just keep it on because something about it makes it feel like I have less to do in the morning. Thank you for the 100. Everybody come in. Let's do some makeup. I have some makeup by a Native American brand that I've been meaning to try, and we're going to try it today because why wouldn't we with Thanksgiving coming up? Greetings, Nancy Curtis. Honey Pepper said he or she is living with a narcissistic mother. It's hard. It's really hard if it's a relative. I don't know how to work that out. Little desert region of Victoria, Australia. You know, my new agents are in Sydney, I think, Australia. Hey, LA is good. LA is good. It's different. I'm a country girl. Everybody who's scrolling by, come on in. I'm Tanya, also known as Burn Beauty 2018. We're going to do some makeup. Thank you, Jonathan. I'm a domestic violence burn survivor. Thank you, Nez, for the 100. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you. Y'all, be sure to click the thumbs up. I'm still learning how to do like YouTube Live, but I know those were important. Hey, totally, Sally. Red, hey. I had to copy your link to get you in as a moderator. We have moderators today, Red and Catherine. Thank y'all so much for the help. I feel like we can make a really nice show. Hey, Lena. Y'all want to do some makeup? And I didn't put my lashes on yet. Hey, baseball card. Thank you for the 100. Favorite movie? I don't watch a lot of movies. If you know me, I'm a documentary person. So the last movie I saw, well, one movie that I rewatch is No Country for Old Men. I don't know. I guess I'm drawn to like psychopaths, right? Actually, I need to tell my therapist that. Hey, Angel, LOL Queen, thank you for the 100. We have moderators in today, so we're going to have a really nice time. I'm really just waiting for my dog, Grady, to come inside. My favorite dog is I have my chocolate lab. He's half chocolate lab and half German short-haired pointer. They are the most sugary babies around, a chocolate lab. Tammy Miller, this is my real face. I'm a domestic violence burn survivor. I was set on fire by my husband in 2018. Thank you for the floating heart. La Polis. I don't know how to say her name. Chocolate Labs are it. He's half chocolate, half. Thank you for the 100. Half chocolate, half German pointer. He's a big dog. He's 126 pounds. Thank you. Oh, the messages are going pretty. It was a bad thing, but now I'm living my best life. Let me get my chair down and get ready. I just saw him come in. Y'all keep talking. I need 2 seconds. Y'all got to keep clicking the thumbs up. I got to shut my back door because I'm in LA and it's scary. So, whew. Ooh, child. I'm so happy to see y'all. I think that this is such a nice platform for lives, and I've never really done them this way on YouTube. Thank you. I'm 52. Did somebody say, can you see? Oh, can you say? I'm 52. So everyone coming in, my name is Tanya, and I am Burn Beauty 2018, and I am a domestic violence burn survivor. I was set on fire by my husband in December of 2018, and he did it a month after we renewed our vows for the second time. We took a big trip to the French Alps and renewed our vows, and a month later he set me on fire. The vow renewal was November 15th, because that was our anniversary. And then December 18th, he set me on fire, and he was upset. He's a narcissist. So, a real housewife, but you got to be a housewife, right? On Bravo, you got to be a housewife. So that means I'd have to have a man. I don't want to do that. I mean, it's not that I don't like men if you're in the room. I'm just really in my era of me. I only worry about me, and it's great. The divorce is not final yet. I'm a domestic violence burn survivor. Y'all, y'all help me out because so many people are going to come in and ask the question. So sometimes I'm not going to be able to answer it every time. And y'all just chat. I think that helps get more people in the room because we're going to do makeup. So if you like makeup, you like this. And if you like story time, you'll like this. The divorce isn't over. Did you say pick a struggle? Domestic violence burn survivor? Well, he set me on fire, so that is the struggle. That is the struggle. There's not one to pick. The domestic violence was narcissistic abuse, so I wasn't being hit at all. Now, there were times that I'm really thinking back to and remembering now. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a combo. Thank you so much for the trophy. Yeah, so I guess when I say that, it never occurred to me that people think that the two are unrelated. It's kind of hard to imagine setting someone on fire, isn't it? Like, even if I believed him that it was an accident at first after all the years of narcissistic abuse. And when I say I believed him in the way that you believe a narcissist, which is based in trauma bond and just, being accustomed to 15 years of manipulation. And it's also hard to think that someone that you slept with and loved for 15 years could do that to you. It's hard to believe it because you as a good person can't imagine setting somebody on fire. Even if you're a jerk for all those years, you weren't hitting me. How has this happened? So I didn't understand how dangerous narcissistic abuse is, and no, he's not in jail. The night he set me on fire. Oh, thank you so much. I'm seeing a lot better these days. Thank you so much. I can't see the name when it pops up. Thank you. I guess he wanted to kill me. Oh, who said that? Hey, thank you, Nat, for the high five. It happened in 2018. It's almost 7 years. Good evening. It's almost 7 years. Thank you, Macy, for the floating heart. Almost 7 years. And it's hard to imagine. I mean, it's very hard to think that someone would do this to you. Thank you, Luffy. You know, I still have trouble believing it sometimes. You know, it took years. He's not in jail because they didn't even question him. It's going really fast today, so if I don't catch your name, thank you, Nat, Blue Heart, then I'm sorry, but it's scrolling so fast and I'm so hard for me to see. Thank you, Luffy, for the 100. Thank you for all the gifts. He's in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm just going to give up on the hair. I'm not going anywhere. Thank you, Mufasa. He's in Atlanta. I was able to get to LA last year. I was really afraid that he was going to harm me. My name is Tanya Renee Meisenbach. My ex's name is Donald. He's not a nice person. You know, after all this, I found that he has also essayed someone. Thank you for the 100. Thank you, Luffy. Thank you for all those gifts. Somebody just said Jesus put a warning up. That hurts my feelings, whoever you are, Mr. Man. If you saw me 7 years ago, you'd just be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself either way, honestly. Yeah, whoever said that is awful. That's why I had to get all these. Oh, it's going so fast. Thank you for having so many people. And let's do some makeup too. I'm going to put on some really cool stuff. If you like makeup, stay in. If you're in the room, please click the thumbs up. That's super important. He should be in jail. I speak out about it because I want to warn people. I'm worried that he'll hurt somebody else. He was convicted of SA, not in college, that I learned. You know, you really need to, I mean, obviously you guys are going to know and tell me I'm a ding dong for not having like researched him, but I met him over 20 years ago. And I didn't even have a Yahoo email address at the time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the way it is now. So why would I need to look up things? It's just ridiculous. But you do need to research your partner, sadly. He should be in prison. Hey, everybody. We're going to get started. I am Tanya. I am also known as Burn Beauty 2018. I'm on every platform doing makeup and telling my story. I'm a domestic violence burn survivor. And when I say that, it seems that people think that I'm talking about being a domestic violence survivor and being a burn survivor independently, but I'm not. I'm saying that because he set me on fire. And I didn't even know I was a domestic violence survivor at first because he's a narcissist. And when I woke up, you know, I was in a coma for 2 months after it happened. Thank you. I had the 3rd and 4th degree burns to the upper 35% of my body, and my whole face has been replaced. I look burnt because I am burnt. That's crazy. This is why do you look burnt? My whole face was replaced twice. These are skin grafts that you're looking at. And honest to God, I've never felt more beautiful in my whole life. So when you come in and say those things, you need to understand that I'm probably a lot happier than you are. And a lot more confident. Odds are I'm a lot happier because I would never say anything like that to anyone. I don't need to. I've got my own business to attend to. You know, oh, thank you for the makeup brush. I love that. We better get started. This Omega water cream really slayed my makeup last time. And it's amazing. Did someone just say take a bath? Thank you. I'm just going to ignore all that nonsense. I'm so sorry to all the moderators in the room because it's really going fast today. We have a lot of people in the room. I want to keep, if y'all will keep clicking that like for me. I only did my first YouTube live like this 2 days ago. So I'm trying to learn what I need to do to maximize the live. I want to reach people because there are a lot of people out there right now in narcissistic relationships that don't know how truly dangerous it is. I didn't even know what narcissism was. I I met this man in 2004, and I was with him. I just gotten divorced. You know, that's one thing. I was very vulnerable. I'd gotten married very young when I was 23, and then I was divorced at 31 with 2 kids, and I was very vulnerable. Thank you for the floating heart, Anthony. The things are going so fast. The comments are going so fast, and I thank y'all. We're going to cover everything we can. If you have a question that I can't get to, I have a community board now, and you can literally post to it and post questions. I'm watching that really closely because I don't want anyone to stay with a narcissist thinking that it's okay or that they're going to change. They literally can't. It's the same as being a sociopath or a psychopath. I love this glowy stuff. My wig is cute. I just tucked it behind my ears because I'm not good at hair. I'm a makeup artist, but I'm telling you, hair is not a me thing. So it is a disease. If you want to be a mod, I have a post on my community board where I asked everyone to answer if they want to be a mod so I can add you. Welcome in, everybody. Y'all please share. We're going to do makeup. We're going to do Prados Beauty. First of all, look at this. They sent me this PR box, and I was just stunned by the beauty of these palettes. I don't know if you're familiar with them. I would love a flower. Isn't that pretty? And these are Native American mother and daughter, I believe. I don't know them, but I'm really happy. I lost the letter they sent me. Dang it. There was a letter on top that I wanted to keep. Thank you. So, yes, I was set on fire, and I'm happy now. I have an agent now. I am certainly going to do modeling and commercials, and I'm not an actress, but I would do, like, if I didn't have to say much, because I can't even remember where my phone is most of the time. I could never remember lines. This happened in 2018. That's why I'm Burn Beauty 2018. I just put that on. Let me get my foundation. I really like ColourPop foundation, y'all. And I want y'all to watch also if you're struggling just with your confidence and self-esteem. Thank you, Neymar. He did it because he's a sociopath, but ultimately he was mad that I wasn't forgiving him. So if you have issues with confidence, just pay attention. This room is full, I know, of the people that follow me are rebuilding confidence, all of us. And a big thing that you're lacking if you're with a narcissist is going to be confidence. I was a really beautiful woman, but I never thought I was. Oh, we'll do some blush lighter today, maybe. If you're talking about highlighter on your face or in your hair. Oh, it's okay, Nicholas. You don't need to gift me anything. You don't need to give me anything. Yeah, I'm Burned Beauty. That's right. Burned Beauty in 2018 is because that's the year when it happened. I'm going to try to take questions. Right. The one thing that the narcissist definitely couldn't take from me is my truth and my story, but they tried to because it was really hard. At first, I couldn't speak out about it because it was years before I, remembered, realized, accepted whatever it was in my mind that, he did it on purpose. And he was still doing bad things to me after I got home from the hospital. He was stealing my pain medicine. He was just saying rude things, and telling me, you know, I thought I smelled smoke in the house one time, and he's like, I think you need more medication. Like, I think you're crazy. Oh, Miss Chibi US did it for Nicholas. That's so sweet. I absolutely love that. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. That's the kind of kindness I love. You know, I love. He's not locked up. He's walking free. And, you know, I was told this is ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation. My shade is 153C. Okay? 153C. And, oh, I didn't prime again. I really do need to use primer. Because I might go out tonight. Hold on. It'll stay on without it, but I cannot. I'm so disorganized. Please subscribe. We're going to do a lot of makeup. But for people who aren't interested in makeup, we're also, you know, I kind of do a lot of things. And I think it's good. I've always had a love for makeup. And now I get to do all this. And I think it's a blessing. I'm having the worst time with something right now. It kind of overwhelms me that I'm able to sit here and do this, you know? Raven Jones, are you asking why it looks so beautiful? These are skin grafts. I'm a domestic violence burn survivor, and when I say that, I mean my husband set me on fire. Also, I would never walk up to someone and say, why does your face look like that? So you can work on that. Milk makeup. I'm going to use milk makeup primer. Hey. It's going so fast. If I'm not saying it to you, it's because it's scrolling so fast for me. And I can't hardly see. Hey, K-14V. I was set on fire by my husband 7 years ago. Feel good about yourself? I'm going to call y'all out. We definitely need more moderators because this is stressing out the ones I have for sure. He's a narcissist. When people ask, why did he do that to you? I get so puzzled, really, because he's a psychopath. It's kind of the same as saying, like, why did the serial killer kill people? Because he's a serial killer. If you want a mod, I have a community board up and a post that says if you want to be a moderator. If you just answer that, I'll add you. Primer keeps your makeup on. It helps it stick to your face. And for me, I really need that because these skin grafts don't have pores. So a skin graft, guys, means that when I got burned, it was so bad that all my skin had to come off. My arms and my whole face, not my scalp. I do have hair. I just like wigs. My whole face and my neck and chest and upper body. When you get burned that badly, the skin dies and it has to be scraped away. It's called debridement. Fortunately, I was in a coma when they did it because it is one of the most excruciating things anybody could deal with. When you're in the burn unit, you hear people screaming because your skin is being scraped away. He's walking free because he's a narcissist and the police didn't even question him, and then I believed him. So primer, guys, keeps your makeup on, and it can blur just depending on the primer that you have. And since I do have the skin grafts, they don't have pores, so that means it doesn't sweat. My face can't sweat. Anywhere that you see the grafts can't sweat, and I get super overheated. But also, there's nothing for makeup to hold on to. I'm not with him. I haven't been with him in a long time, but thank you, Miss GV. That's so sweet. A terrible case of melasma. Oh, gosh. Definitely, Miss Chibi. You know who you should follow? That is an esthetician that has melasma. Her name is The Beauty Debut. She's gorgeous, and she's a friend of mine, and she's on here building her platform. But she has melasma, and she covers it so beautifully. Thank you. What is that? Thank you. Mercury Chick. Oh, my God. Canada. Look at Canada, Mercury Chick. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are too good. This platform is too good. Don't let ugly people take your truth away. You know, it's hard to, wish my hair would lay down. I need a hair. I'm going to be distracted if I don't do something about it. I just slept the wrong way and then I didn't get ready in time. I just got out of the shower because my puppy dog isn't feeling good. Hey, Alabama. Well, see, a narcissist, let's do that. Let's talk about what is a narcissist. What do you guys think? Because I know a lot of you in here are with narcissists like I was. And, you know, I thought initially that a narcissist was someone who, I confused it with vanity. You know, I thought it was someone who just loved to look in the mirror and just loved themselves so much. But in reality, they hate themselves. And if everyone who wants to be a mod, please go to that page. I can't even keep up with all the comments. Look at them go. Where's the end? Wow, that's crazy. I can't see them. They're going so fast. I love y'all. I love y'all. I definitely marry you as long as you don't want to have relations and you're a billionaire. Oh, I'm Burn Beauty 2018. And you can, when you click on my profile, it says community at the bottom. It's a new thing YouTube is doing. So it's like a page where I can post and you can post, and it's just on my profile. Multi-millionaire. I need a billionaire. And I need you to be like 120 years old. Just kidding. So narcissist, look at this foundation. Oh, did you see it? I just actually put foundation on. ColourPop. It's under $20. I think I have a cart up. I think I put products somehow that you can shop. I'm still learning, so I apologize to everybody. But I added products before I did the live. I think that little shopping cart, that little purple thing down there, you can shop some of the products. I couldn't tag everything that I plan to use. Thank you. All y'all, Tammy, definitely go on over there because I won't remember. I can't keep up with it. Just go to the community page and you'll see a post. Is that not the prettiest thing? When you put it on top of this Omega water cream by the Inky List, it is so ooey gooey. Y'all definitely please subscribe. Click that little thumbs up. I need that because my last video is like 51,000 views and only 700 people clicked the little thumbs up. And I don't think that's good. I don't know how this works, but I know I need thumbs up. I want to grow. I'm just so sick. I just love this stuff. Without a good moisturizer underneath it, it's not very glowy. It's very thin. It's got hyaluronic acid in it. The ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation. You can tell it's the only thing I use. And yeah, it's really good, y'all. And look at the coverage. I'm not going to color correct. I'm not going to try to like fix, if that's the word, fix the discoloration. The end of my nose is brown because I didn't have a nose this time last year. Well, I had a nose. I didn't have nostrils this time last year. I was very lucky to get relocated to Los Angeles by an organization called Face Forward International. Thank you so much, Selena. My husband set me on fire. And Face Forward helps, I'm trying to get rid of some of that glow, hold on. Face Forward helps survivors of domestic violence and human trafficking and just random violent crimes with plastic surgery by basically the top surgeon in Beverly Hills. He's going to be that guy you probably never heard of, Dr. Monty. But he's the guy that does all the stars, and he's the kindest man I've ever met, and he donates his services. You know, this is the kind of guy that you go get a surgery and it's $250,000. It's amazing. Who said that? Thank you. My hair's just a mess. I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to take this wig off and wash it. It's a wig. Now I got makeup in it. I had a cute little bonnet on last night, and I know I need to wrap this thing up if I'm going to wear it. You know, sleep in it, but I didn't. This is how I wore my hair for many years. And I have enough hair on my head to wear it this way, but I got a bad infection recently, and now I have like a big bald spot right here, and I'm real upset about it. Jump scare unknown. Yeah, y'all don't spam. Just be respectful. Okay, be respectful of me. And if you can't be respectful of me, at least show some respect for yourself. Don't behave that way. I am obsessed. My skincare is so good. I feel so pretty. Y'all can go back and look at my page for what I looked like after I was burned, but I thought my life was over. Thank you so much, Canada. I thought my life was over, and I was waking up from a coma of 2 months, and there was the narcissist, and he was kissing my face and telling me, oh, the accident was so bad, the accident. I wanted to believe it too. There's so many, it's so deep in how it goes with the narcissism. I didn't remember everything that I remember now, but I think I didn't want to. I think I didn't want to think about it because it started to go sideways really quickly because he literally stole my pain medicine, y'all. Oh, thank you for the gifts. It's going so fast. And that isn't this? My foundation is under $20. It's ColourPop. It's in that little cart. The comments are going so fast. I love y'all. I love y'all. I can't see them all. Yeah, I'm glad you're not together. They're dangerous. Thank you for the floating heart. I'm trying to get comfortable in my chair. My back hurts. Ugh. Yeah, I love my wigs. I mean, I could wear my hair, but man, I like being like a blonde one day and a redhead the next. I love that. Oh, yeah, show you my wigs? Absolutely. So the ColourPop foundation, the little cart at the bottom, it's right there. Oh, thank you. I would love to have a hot chocolate or coffee or whatever. Any tips on being confident is, yeah, you have to love yourself. And when I say love yourself, I mean, thank you for the floating heart. I mean, to the point of, I love myself so much right now that I'm not worried about what's going to happen to him. Even though he hasn't been prosecuted or arrested yet, I'm not worried about it. And the reason I'm not worried about it is because I can't live my best life as long as I'm still focused on him. And that is something that has brought me so much peace. I swear, I can see it in my own eyes. Thank you for the marshmallow. I do. There's pictures of how I looked before on my page. I don't know if I can pull them up. I do have my tablet today. Hello from India. Y'all remember to, would y'all please click the thumbs up? Is that the subscribe button when you click the thumbs up? Because I want y'all to click that. Wherever that thumbs up button is for you, please click it. No, he hasn't been arrested. And you know what? It's not uncommon. And these are the least prosecuted crimes in the world, crimes against women. And often the police really sympathize with him. Double tap for a like. Thank you. Can y'all double tap for a like? Oh, sorry, not Siri. I want all those likes so that I can keep doing this. I love this. This is the best way to reach people. And just encourage you to get out of the situation you're in, if you're in it. Because look, I'm going to look for a picture of me before. I don't have any printed pictures because just last year I left Georgia and I put all my stuff in storage and drove across the country and lived in a house that was provided by a nonprofit that saw me on Instagram. And Mercury Chick is just amazing. I love that thing. And I just I don't have all my things. I just got a place of my own for the first time in my life. It's just me and my dog. I know, I love makeup. Makeup is a want, never a need, you know? Makeup is pretty. It's an art. Makeup is art. Beauty is spirit, right? I'm a makeup artist. Makeup is art. Beauty is spirit. Thank you, Munch Cooks. I have a degree. Me and my dog. Thank you very much. Mhm. I was a paralegal for many years, for 15 years. And then I stopped and started working for our business, our family business that was basically his company. And I really hate that part because that's where you really lost your independence with the narcissist, because they're going to try to get you to the point where you're fully dependent on them. You know, it's like narcissist 101. You need to be dependent on them. You need to doubt what you can do. And I had my kids, and they were, by the time things got really bad, they were teenagers. We had a very good life financially, and I knew I couldn't provide it for my kids. And I think I let that hold me back a lot from leaving times when I really wanted to leave. But you're also trauma bonded, so who knows? Kids or not, it probably would have been very hard to leave. Karma will definitely get them. He's not living a very good life right now, I don't think. In his mind, I truly believe that he thinks it's okay that he did it because he's angry. And this guy, believe it or not, I'm going to use a little MAC Fix Plus and let my concealer set because I might go out tonight if Grady feels better, my dog. I was going to go to a Friendsgiving. My channel, I hope my channel explodes. I want to get to 1 million subs, y'all. I just feel like in the middle of the narcissistic abuse, he would tell me, we had a business, and I guess he was jealous because I was the office manager, and I would kind of handle everything while he was literally out, like at the bar all day, or with other women. I don't know. At the time, I believed he was faithful to me, but in retrospect, I literally knew that he wasn't being. I could see it with my own eyes, but my mind wouldn't accept it. I just couldn't deal with it. So he would tell me, like, nobody would ever listen to you. You are so, you get so upset about things because with the narcissist, it's always about your reaction instead of their action. So they'll do something horrible and then say that you're crazy for being so upset about it. What's wrong with you? Nobody else has a problem with it. But why do you get so mad? You need medication. Sound familiar? Thank you for all the flute. Thank you for all the things. I can't read it fast enough. Hey girl, I'm gonna try to get back and do TikTok and YouTube simultaneously. I just don't have another device that I can use right now. It's so manipulative, but right now, so it's like every time I look at my followers, it's not about numbers, but when I look at it, I think, maybe some people would follow me. If you're just coming in, I am, you know what? I'm not even going to say I'm a domestic violence burn survivor because I'm starting to realize people think it's two different things. I was set on fire by my husband. Thank you. Almost 7 years ago. Taking a brush and I'm just dabbing in the concealer. The concealer is also ColourPop. It's really creamy, insane coverage, and it's just a few shades lighter than the foundation, just to add a little bit of brightness. I don't wear a really bright under eye because of these skin grafts right here. Thank you for the makeup brush. Thank you. Y'all love my nails. These are press-ons by Nail Vesta. I made a post tagging them. You have to check out my community here on YouTube. When you go to my page, you'll have an option to go to community. That's also where you can go if you'd like to be a mod, because I obviously need them. I feel bad for the ones that so kindly signed up for me because there's so many people in the room. And it's kind of hard to think, why are you taking so, how do you get so many insults just trying to live your life, right? Like, I survived being set on fire only to be insulted by some kid sitting in like his mom's basement. No. I can be snarky if y'all didn't know. I might have to tighten up the filter. Actually, I can't tighten the filter, guys. All the moderators, I couldn't add a strict filter. I could only add basic because I really wanted to tighten it up. so y'all don't have to work so hard. Yeah, when you use StreamYard, you won't get the same engagement as streaming directly from the platform. So I've got a lot of people in the room right now, and it wouldn't get broadcast the same way if I wasn't streaming directly from, because I tried it last year. I don't know what. Oh, today I'm going to use Prados Beauty, and this is a Native American brand. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. I approach makeup is just art to me. I don't plan it. Thank you for all the gifts. This is so bright that it terrifies me. I'm like, if you love color, but I'm one of those, I like wear black and gray. So maybe I'll push to do some like crazy, some color. I love it. It's beautiful. But both palettes are just really bright. You see that? But they're so beautiful. I just love the artwork on them. Isn't that pretty? They sent me a whole box of things. And I'm really thinking about our Native Americans now, coming up on Thanksgiving, when we're celebrating a genocide. I also didn't put my lashes on today because y'all were asking how to apply them. So I really listened last time, and I want to do the makeup part. They sent me some big lashes and stuff. I love makeup so much. I feel so blessed. I think this is a blush palette. Yeah, blush palette. She's pretty. Do orange. I don't know if I've ever done orange. Highlight palette. Beautiful. You know, he set me on fire because he was horrible. Now, I'm going to go deep for y'all right now. Things that I don't normally say. Contour palette. So I'm going to finish with, normally I use ColourPop almost everything. But today I'm just going to do my base and use all Prados Beauty because I appreciate it so much. And then I'll be able to cut it up into some content and, you know, help advertise for them because they sent me such a kind letter with the box. You could tell it wasn't just a generic PR box. They really thought about it. So to go a little bit deep, I think about like, why did he set me on fire? And it's so frustrating because I took so much BS from him for all the years, thinking that all the problems were because he was an alcoholic. And I didn't even know he was a drug addict too. I didn't ever think I thought at least he's never cheated on me, and he probably cheated on me every second he could. And when I say cheated, I mean like human trafficking cheated, you know, like, yeah. Like people that I'm real straight-laced. I don't do any kind of drugs. So he knew that was not something I was ever going to do with him. Oh no, that was Ketchy on America's Got Talent. She's a survivor of a plane crash, and I was set on fire. Yeah, I didn't know about the drug. But you know, when he acted wrong, which he did the whole time, I thought it was alcoholism. And there I am thinking, you know, it's for better or for worse. You don't leave him because he has an addiction. You help him, right? No, you don't. So I took all that BS from him, and I just really still have trouble understanding how he could actually like try to kill me. Because that's what he wanted to do. I mean, you don't set someone on fire unless you're trying to kill them. And he did it very purposefully to get my face, I believe. Because I didn't have much self-confidence ever, even though looking back, everyone said I was beautiful. I can see it now, but I didn't feel it. And I would always say, I'll be fine as long as nothing ever happens to my face. That's how evil he is. I would always say that as long as nothing ever happens to my face, I can get through anything. So I think he wanted to unalive me. I don't know if you say kill on here without getting suppressed, but he wanted to do that. But he also wanted to maim. You know, when I want to campaign for stricter punishment for people when they use acid or fire or anything like that that's designed to maim. I think that should be a much, like the stiffest penalty you can get. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. There's 1,500 people. Oh, thank you so much. I would love to get to this. I love y'all. Thank you, Wile E. Coyote. I can't believe how this is happening. I feel so grateful. You don't know how much I need this to happen right now, y'all. How much I need to get back in the saddle. I've been sick for a couple of months, and I have a surgery coming up. It's okay. I'm okay. But yeah, so it feels down when I think of everything I tolerated. And then I just can't imagine, like, why would you do that to me? If you watch my first video, I've now linked it to the new video of like a few years later. Let me reintroduce myself. I can't watch the first video because when I do, I keep thinking about how like delusional I was, or I don't know what you call it, how manipulated, how entrenched. Again, it's just hard to believe. It's like, how can you betray me like that? How? And I still think about it from time to time, but not too much. I'm not too worried about him, you know? Wile E. Coyote is awesome. Thank you for the $5. And the note, it says we got almost 1,500 people here, 1,700. Y'all dibble tap or do whatever you need to do to make that little thumbs up go. I know I need that. I know I need that. It's going to be in the rankings for me. I'm going to use some Huda Beauty powder. Take some of this shine down. I love to glow, but you don't want to be glowing really throughout here too much. Kind of let it, you want to glow, you don't want to shine. And right now I am so moisturized and my skin is so smooth. It doesn't have any texture, you know? If you're in here, please click the like. If you're coming in, I am Burned Beauty 2018 and I am a domestic violence burn survivor. These Huda Beauty, I don't think I put these in the little cart down there, but it's the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Duos. And this is the darker one called Pink Pumpkin. It is so good because you can adjust it so that you get like right now I only want pink, or you can do only peach, or you can do a combination. I've got a little bit of leftover peach, but I really want pink on my under eye. The packaging has gotten better. It's still got a few things to be desired. Y'all know, if you know, you know what I'm saying about Easy Bake Powder. It's still frustrating, but it is better. I love the powder, even though it's baking powder is what you would call it, but I don't bake. I'm going to use a fluffy brush, y'all. I need to address my under eye. And I have these bags that are actually just the way the skin grafts were done, like incorrectly. It's not really puffiness. So the only thing I can really do is camouflage it. I use microcurrent when I can. I'm going to use a fluffy brush. Ideally, you should use a clean brush. This one is cleanish. The other day. I'm going to tap it off. I'm going to kind of push it into the brush, and then I'm going to kind of brush it here instead of using a sponge, because the sponge is really going to set this in even further. I'm going to kind of leave it here, and then I'm going to dust it away, and I'll come back with a sponge maybe at the end, because I'll probably add a little bit of brightness to conceal this. But we're going to start right here, okay? We're going to set what we have. That's the way I like to do it. Y'all are the best. Yeah, the narcissist is terrible. See how much better it looks when you take the shine away from the under eye and just let the glow be on the high points? And I'm also going to take it right here. Look at how the powder is blurring and the line looks less visible. And also, when you're doing your makeup, y'all, please remember that you're not trying to fix anything about yourself. You're not broken. You're not less than the models that we see, you know, advertising the makeup most of the time. You're not broken. Just do things to accentuate the things that you love about yourself. Don't try to fix something that you think you don't like. Look at it and see what you like about it and accentuate that, if that makes sense. I'm going to put some on just a little on the lid because that makes it easier to do eyeshadow. If you don't, it'll be real tacky and sticky. Thank you, Wally Coyote. I appreciate it so much. We have double the likes already that we had last time. Those thumbs up are important, y'all. They're saying to double tap the stream. My eye is running and I don't even feel it. Thank you for the makeup brush. My eye is running. My eyelids don't close all the way. I'm going to show y'all. Look. They are much better than they were in the beginning. They hardly even closed halfway. In the beginning, I had to have a lot of reconstructions after they replaced my face. But it means you get dry eye. And when you get dry eye, your eye continues to water to try to make it, to try to moisturize it, you know. At night, I wear a sleep mask and I put nighttime lubricant gel. It's by Refresh, or different places make it, but it's a gel that you put in the corner, makes your vision very blurry. And then I put on a sleep mask that has like little concave area for your eye so it doesn't press on your eye. People who come in and say, why do you look like that? Why do you talk like that, my friend? I was set on fire by my husband. It's been almost 7 years since it happened, but I have healed to what I believe to be a miraculous level. Yeah, you're not broken. I definitely believe in Jesus. There you go. All the time. This looks pretty. Let's do some things. I think I'm going to do my contour first instead of my eye. I'm going to do it the right way. I don't know if I want to use a liquid contour today. I actually think I do. Because I've never tried the this contour by Prados Beauty. I couldn't tag them, y'all. You can look them up. Prados Beauty. If you see something you like, look them up. I didn't see any links for them on the YouTube shopping. I love playing with makeup too. This just raises my... Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you, Josephine. Thank you for the flower. This is some... I get sent so much makeup. Yeah, I was doused with lighter fluid. We were sitting by the fire pit when it happened. That's why I was able to believe that it was an accident, because it started while we were by the fire pit. And I reached out to put something on the pit. And yeah, so I'm looking for a cream. I wanted to put something on the fire pit. And the way I always thought about it later was like, oh, I reached out and got into the stream of lighter fluid that he was squirting. Well, no, really, why was he squirting lighter fluid while I'm trying to put something on there? He did it on purpose, but fortunately I was able to run. And I'm sorry I'm so disorganized, y'all. I can't find any of my things. So annoyed. I have so much makeup. I literally need to hire an organizer. In my old age, I have so much like ADD or something happening. I don't know. I'm going to grab my Fenty bag. I'm going to use one of these that I haven't used in a long time. One of the Fenty, I can't, matchsticks is what I think I'll contour with today. Hopefully I have one. I can be as disorganized as I like. Thank you. I need some hormones or something. I'm going to use this highlighter too. I love the Huda Beauty powder. Do you see how pretty it looks? I use Huda Beauty almost exclusively for powder. when I try to organize my stuff, oh, I gotta, I lose it. We'll use a matchsticks. This one isn't as dark as I like. Oh, it is. It's espresso, so I really like espresso. This is the first contour I ever used, ever, after my burn. The Huda powder is everything to me. I really, really love it. I like Laura Mercier also. I'm going to do some contour, but I'm not going to come like way down. I'm going to come like right here, right? We're not trying to drop our face down, right? So don't get too deep down in the hollows like you see like the 20-year-olds doing. Don't do that. My foundation match changes all the time. It still does. And the restraining order, I had one last year. It's hard to get one, even though you can't say, well, he set me on fire a few years ago. Yeah, I like the Tarte too. You can't say he set me on fire a few years ago because they're going to say, what did he do to what did he do to you recently? Restraining orders are a joke. So he went to get a restraining order against me because he lied to the police last year, told him I hit him. And that's a long story that I just can't keep telling. I don't have the energy. See how I just made a shadow there? Right? I'm going underneath so I don't want to make a beard, but I want to make a shadow because I have like a mass right here that I need to have surgically removed very soon. I'm going to see the doctor about it December 2nd. So anyway, I got a mutual stay away agreement and he didn't follow it at all. And I got like temporary alimony order. And when my attorney would say, yeah, my attorney had to say like, well, he didn't pay the alimony. And then his attorney's like, well, he's barely late. Like if it was like a day late, he'd be like, well, he's barely even a day late. And I was like, I didn't know there were different degrees of late. It's either late or it's not late. You know, tell that to my landlord. I'm 52 years old. My eyes are hazel. There's nothing wrong with my skin. Everything's right about it. These are skin grafts that saved my life after my original face was burned off. Out of a 10, the pain is 1,000. When the paramedic report says, when he asked me what my pain level was, asked patient what pain level was, she said excruciating. That's in writing in my records. Excruciating. And then I passed out not long after that. Don't remember a lot after that. So yeah, sometimes I get in my feelings like, we're just going to blend it. And we're going to make sure that we blend up and back. I don't want it to go down at all. See, this doesn't blend the same way. I might need a stiffer brush. I've been using liquid contour, the Sashu cheek stain. I need to dab this. And it works really, really nicely. And it's a liquid and it stays on even if you're not wearing foundation. Not sure. See, I'm not enjoying that at all. Here we go. Like it's stuck, isn't it? I just want to use my finger right here. I used to use matchsticks all the time, and I love them. I'm not loving this right now. Yeah, Tarte, I've tried. I have one of those Tarte ones, like the stick. I haven't tried the liquid. They need to send me some. Because I try not to buy makeup because it's so wasteful when you're getting sent so much. I try to use it or give it away, you know. Yeah, I have story times. If you're just coming in, welcome. Thank you for being here. Spending a Sunday afternoon while we do some makeup using Prados Beauty, which is a Native American brand, and we just talk. You know, I love y'all in a friend way. I truly do love people. That's never gonna not be a thing for me. I love people, always have. I'm not now, that doesn't mean I want to socialize. That's one of my things. I'm very like solitary. I'm very happy just by myself. But I love people. I feel bad. I have a lot of empathy, and that's the problem. If you're there's a story time. If you're empathetic, the narcissist will come for you. They know you're there. They want someone that can continue to make an excuse for them so they can continue being bad, you know? Like, for me, like, oh gosh, he continues to disappear twice a week and turn off his phone, literally turn off his phone. I would call 1,000 times, and that would make him happy. You know, understand if you got somebody doing that, it makes them happy when they turn that phone back on or unblock you and there's all those calls and messages and text. They love that. They love it. They're not doing it for their peace, they're doing it to hurt you. If you're with a narcissist, no, he doesn't love you, he or she, because there's a lot of women too. No, they don't love you. They hate you. They hate everything about you. That's what I had to understand in order for it to make sense. Like, why would my husband set me on fire? I don't have any family members. I have like a lot of friends. I literally have no family except one cousin in North Carolina. That's another thing. Not having a support system makes you vulnerable. And, you know, being empathetic, being able to think, oh, well, you know, he was feeling bad and maybe I was too harsh on him. I didn't need to get so angry. I was literally going to like therapists to try to figure out how I could be better, how I could like tolerate him. Going to the doctor, like, give me a pill. And you'll find that to be a common thing amongst people who are with narcissists. They're trying to fix themselves. Baby, there's not a pill for it. And the narcissist will expect you to fix yourself. Do better. There is nothing that I do wrong. I'm on Pacific time and it is 4:10 p.m. It's a lot. I think I'm in my feelings today about it. Really. Hey, hey. You think I should have warmed the stick up? I should warm the stick up. Because, yeah, I used to not have any problem with these. I'm wondering if they changed the formula. And, you know, remember, fingers are tools. When I grew up doing makeup, we didn't have all these fancy brushes. We just had our fingers. While I was walking to school in the snow barefoot. Did somebody just say black monkey? That's why we're going to use Native American makeup today. I'm really upset with the state of the world right now. Not enough to talk about it publicly, but I feel sad for so many people. I feel a collective sadness for people right now. I like the cream base contour. I like the one by Hourglass. I don't know why I chose the Fenty one today. I haven't used it in years. But I like the Hourglass cream. I like also the, what is that one? Love Yourself. LYS Beauty. I love that one. I just don't know where it is right now. Because as we discussed, we have some ADD, some undiagnosed ADHD. People keep telling me I need to get hormones or something about it. And I do. I just have so many other things to deal with right now. I'm not enjoying that at all. I have a collective sadness. Thank you. My hair is a wig. It's a little crimped right now, so I put a pin in it and decided to carry on with my day. I've never even used Kylie Cosmetics, but I've been to Calabasas, and I promise you, everybody in Calabasas looks like a Kardashian. I've never even watched the show. Okay, I've never seen it. Oh, also, Kim Kardashian was in my plastic surgeon's office one day, but she had like her head covered up. Honestly, I wouldn't have recognized her. When you're in Beverly Hills, my God, just everybody is kind of a cookie cutter, and that's why I encourage you not to believe that there's something wrong about you or something that you need to change to look like somebody that you saw, especially somebody that you saw on social media with the filter. They don't exist, you know. These looks don't exist. I don't understand filters at all. I've never used Kylie. You live next door to the Kardashians? I was out there in Calabasas. My tattoo artist, my face tattoo, permanent makeup, she did my lips. Her name is Ruth Swissa, and she's in Calabasas. She is one of the few people in the world that can tattoo, that has experience tattooing things like this, skin grafts. My dog is named Grady. He's my emotional support dog, and it's just me and him in the world. Does chopped mean good or bad? Somebody just said, holy, you're chopped. What does that mean? I'm 52 years old. I don't know what that means. One person is out here correcting my grammar. We're in conversational English right now. Van Nuys, I'm not far, friend. You might, I'm not far. I don't ever say exactly where I am because of the narcissist is walking free. The person who set me on fire is walking free in Atlanta. Hey, everybody. Oh, chopped means something bad, huh? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it means. Chopped means bad. Oh, it means fat. Oh, man, I just lost so much weight. I got depressed after I was burned, and then I got, and then I got COVID in 2020, and I got burned in 2018. I was having surgeries. Yeah, I was having surgeries until COVID came, and then they stopped them. And I was so worried because I thought they could fix me. I was in a really dark place. I wanted those surgeries. I didn't look like this at the time. I didn't have nostrils. I didn't have a top lip, you know. I wanted the surgeries. And I got some of it done, and then COVID came. And when COVID came, they're like, hey, you can't come anywhere near the hospital. We got to stop. You know, you can't come to the burn unit. Oh, I will tell you. You know, you can't come to the hospital. You can't have any more surgery. That's when I started doing my makeup again because I had thrown it all away. I always did makeup since I was like 10. And I threw it away when I was able to, when I got home from the hospital. Because I thought, well, I'm never going to be pretty again. You know, and I feel beautiful now. Trust me. I feel beautiful now, and I don't feel bad about whoever just said that insult or whatever. But after I got COVID and I was on oxygen, oh, I got a lot of blonde wigs. I had to be on oxygen for 8 months after COVID. And I wasn't even on oxygen after I came home from breathing fire. I had a tracheotomy though. You know, that thing right here where you breathe? I had a tube here and a tube right here. So I had a tube to breathe and a tube to eat. The moderators are in here. There's just too many people. We're going to add more moderators. There's too many people. They're overwhelmed by the number. Y'all keep clicking that thumbs up thing. That'll help me out a lot if y'all do that. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for joining. I do. There's pictures on my page. Y'all got to look at my page. There's a lot. Go through my shorts and you're going to see pictures of old me. But yeah, once I got on that oxygen, I was so depressed because all I could do, I couldn't walk, y'all. At first I had a wheelchair, then eventually I had a walker, and then I had a cane. Hey, Shafa, I couldn't read your name. I do have a blonde wig. Then I had a cane. I was walking with a cane until 2023, and if I fell down, I couldn't get up by myself. And I just had gained so much weight. I gained almost 100 pounds during COVID. I would just sit on the couch and eat. And I thought, what am I going to do? Because I wasn't even 50 years old yet. And I thought, what am I going to do? I had been a wife and a mother and a businesswoman, and I'd been busy, and now I'm sitting on the couch, and what am I going to do? And not only that, I start to realize that he's still being a bad person, because when I woke up from the coma, he was love bombing me like narcissists do and saying, oh, you know, terrible things happened. The accident was terrible. I can't believe I almost lost you. I know I've been a jerk all these years. Now I'm going to be better, which is ridiculous, but I believed it. And I felt relieved. I was like, okay, thank you, God. At least I don't have to put up with all this stuff that I go through with him. That's how bad narcissistic abuse is. I thought, okay, I'm burned. I can't walk. I can't eat. I got a trach. I don't have a face. But at least I don't have to deal with that anymore, because it hurt. It was so bad. You know, it was so bad. The psychological abuse is so bad. See, I'm in my feelings today, so y'all are up for a thing. Y'all got to like and share, because I'm normally not in my feelings when I'm doing it. But it's okay. If you're in your feelings, be in your feelings. They're yours. It's your business. You know? It's okay. But yeah, so I was just like, man, at least he's going to be good to me, and I'll take care of you for the rest of your life. I don't like that color at all. Now I'm going to mess up Prados Beauty out here. I'm going to put it only right here. This one right here. I don't like that at all. Remember also, when you're doing makeup, remember it's just makeup. You can wipe it off, okay? It's no big deal. Nothing is ruined. You can wipe it right off and blend it right off, rub it off, whatever. It's not a tattoo. Get a sponge. So I'm not the biggest fan of that particular shade for me. It's kind of gray, and I don't like that. You know? When you get to darker colors, they can't pull out that gray. You have shades. You have colors, and then you have shades. And tints. And black and white are tints, and you can create a gray in there that you don't want. And it shouldn't happen on my shade. It's not that hard. Yeah, the color is not. You see it? It's like, no. So we're going to stop. We're going to change it. I love these sponges too. These are stands out sponges. You don't have to use it wet. It does. You wet it the first time, like when you get it, you wet it and let it dry. And then you never have to wet it again except just to wash it. And it won't take your makeup away. You can blend or do anything. I'm going to get my ColourPop out and fix it. Thank you. Everybody loves my hair. This is a wig, y'all. I had it made by Love Me Hair. You have to special order it. And it was going to be my wig of the summer, and then I didn't wear it. I can't keep the same wig on for more than like, I can't keep the same wig on for more than like a week, you know? Thank you, everybody that's in here. My name's Tanya. I go by Burn Beauty 2018. And I was set on fire by my husband 7 years ago. And I'm kind of tired of the trolls today. Good God, you're an alien. I have hair, believe it or not. I just don't want to do it. I just really like wigs. I have a full head of hair, except for one little spot that recently I got a really bad infection on my skin right here, and it made like a bald spot. It's growing back. Makeup ain't gonna save you, bro. Makeup ain't gonna. I'm sorry to the moderators. Y'all please go to my community if you want to volunteer to be a moderator, because we're gonna have lots of people in the room. And y'all click that thumbs up, double tap, or do whatever you need to do so we can get more people in the room. What'd you say? If you, okay, somebody just said my boyfriend used to strangle me. If I just made a post the other day on my IG stories because I saw the statistic that I already knew. If you have been strangled in a relationship, a domestic violence relationship, you are 800 times more likely to be murdered. Please leave him. Please leave him. And when I saw that statistic, I'm always saying, oh, I wasn't physically abused, right? It was only narcissism. But I remembered one time we were both drunk this time, and he was mad. He literally thought I had stolen something out of our safe. It was like a silver bar. It was in the safe the whole time. You just couldn't see it because it was dark. I didn't see it. He didn't see it, and he thinks I've stolen his freaking, which would be half mine anyway, but and he put his hand around my neck. And 4 years later, he tried to kill me. If he's strangling you, he's telling you that he wants to kill you, and you have to leave. Hey guys, everything's going so fast. There's lots of moderators. There's several moderators in, and they're working so hard. We're obviously going to need more. I'm so thankful to the moderators, y'all, because I didn't have any the other day when I did the live, but there weren't as many people in the room. This is my ColourPop bronzer. That last one was really a contour. It was a cool tone, but it was a little too gray for my liking. So I'm not going to mess with it. See, pretty. Everybody wants to be a mod. Go to my community, and I've got a post there asking if you want to be a mod. If you'll say yes there so I can find your username, and then I can add it. I don't know how to just click and add you as a mod. I don't know if that's possible. I have to go to like YouTube Studio to do it. If you're with a narcissist, it's dangerous. I can remember, I can see it now, that moment that we were standing outside and he's thinking, let me tell you what happened. I think the neighbors called the police. I can't remember. I suppress things so badly. I need to be hypnotized. I think the neighbors called the police because we're outside and he's saying, give me my thing. And I'm like, I don't have it. And I was crying, I don't have it. And then I was like, just get out. Because we would have these horrible arguments, okay? Not normal, but I wouldn't tell anything about them. It was a very miserable existence. It was a miserable life, okay? And then he literally backs his truck. He's driving a Jeep and he starts to leave, and then he throws it in reverse, skids into the yard, comes in, grabs something, takes it with. I mean, he's a psychopath. And still, the next day, he comes back. And that was 2014. And then 2018, I was almost unalived. The choking thing is a serious problem, my friend. If it's happening, and you don't need to talk to him about it, you need to pack a bag when he's at work and leave and never say another word and never tell him where you are. He will kill you. He will kill you. He's not in jail. He's walking free. So the police, I'm obviously black, and we were in North Georgia. He's white. That's the only reason I can think as to why they didn't really question him. They closed the case within like 8 hours. I was in the hospital in a coma. They never questioned me. Maybe, I don't know if it would have jogged my memory. I don't know if it would have helped because I was busy believing that it was an accident anyway. But they closed the case. And a year before, I had called the police because he had rammed my car with his car. And they had arrested him for aggravated battery, which is 2 counts of aggravated battery, which is a big charge, right? And even though that had happened a year and a half before, they didn't even think, like, hey, maybe he did it on purpose. They didn't question it. I think the guy just wanted to go home. the policeman. And the police, I mean, why wouldn't they? Is it just because I'm brown and we're in North Georgia? I don't know why. I don't know. Is it because they believe the man or the aggressor most of the time, just like in Gabby Petito when the police came? If you haven't seen that, watch it, because I was screaming at the TV as I watched it, like, oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. And then they literally arrest her instead of him. And, he's the victim. That really did a number on me. We were around the fire pit. We were around the fire pit, and that's what I'm saying. I believed it was an accident, but it wasn't. I remember everything now, and I understand now why I didn't remember or why I don't know how to describe it. I didn't remember what happened, but I don't think I wanted to. I didn't even want to think about it. And after I learned about narcissism and narcissistic abuse, everything kind of started to make sense to me. Thank you. Bianca, anyone who escapes, please do. I wish I had. I wish I'd left. But the thing is, we had been arguing before that happened. And I remember bits of it, but I also have like text and emails from way back then. And 2 nights before it happened, he didn't come home. He was out, probably with a girlfriend or whatever, boyfriend, I don't fucking know. So, sorry, watch my mouth. Anyway, he was out, and you know. Then on December 17th, he sends a message. I just dropped my powder. He sends a message that says, I'm not going to spend another night without you. And he obviously came home that night. And then I was still angry on December 18th when it happened. And I guess he had a narcissistic temper tantrum. But he was also on drugs that I didn't know about. This is the Huda Beauty powder in my sponge. I'm just going to clean this up. I didn't know he was on meth and heroin. I was 45 when it happened. Yes, thank you. That's beautiful. Some people are lost, some people are built. That's beautiful. It's usually not hard for me, but for some reason today it's hard. Like the trolls are getting me. Sometimes you're just emotional. I mean, you're just human, you know? The thing that people miss about like creators and people that are, public speakers or people who are sharing their story is that they're human. And it's not going to ruin my day, but it might be the last thing I think about before I go to sleep tonight. You have to remember that you're talking to human beings. Be kind. It's, doesn't cost anything to be kind, does it? I don't know what I'm doing. I love this powder. This is the Huda Beauty Pink Pumpkin Powder, and I'm using the pink. And I'm just playing right now. I'm so glad y'all love this hair. I need to fix it, though. I want to tell y'all something. So, yeah, trolls are miserable. So the way it happened, because I did believe it was an accident, the way it happened, and the way I always told the story until like 2023. Y'all notice I disappeared from TikTok. Everybody keeps saying you disappeared. That's why, because I remembered I wasn't going to tell my story the wrong way. Like I wasn't going to lie, but also I couldn't speak about it publicly because I was in danger. If I spoke about it publicly, he would come silence me, I had to get to somewhere where he doesn't know where I am, and that's where I am now. So the night it happened, remember we had been arguing for a month before because narcissist ruined every occasion, and he had ruined our big trip to the French Alps and vow renewal a month before. He ruined it. Just like usual, he had to do something to mess it up. Like disappeared, left me standing on the streets of Switzerland one night and found a party, literally, when we had just renewed our vows 2 days before. So I wasn't forgiving him. And we had been arguing, but that night he had come, and I think it was more like a, I'm going to take away the excess powder because I'm going to put some blush and then I might put more. He came and it's like, we've been arguing, and he said, let's sit outside by the fire because we always did that. He loved fire so much that I had bought him the fire pit a year before, right? So we're sitting out there and I was going to cook on the fire pit. I don't know what the conversation was. I thought my daughter came by at one point because she had just moved out of the house. The kids had moved out a month before too. So he wouldn't have any witnesses. You know what I'm saying? It was only me and him in the house. And she had come by and said she heard me from the street. And she's like, I heard you laughing, but maybe she heard something else. She heard me from the street though. And we were pretty far back. So, yeah. We sat out, we talked, we were drinking. I was drinking wine. I would drink all the time back then. I don't even care to drink now. I might do it socially, but I would drink like all the time. That's how I tolerated him, which is not a reason. It's not an excuse, but it is what it is, And when I reached out, it was going to be the end of the night and I was going to put something on the fire. But when I reached out, instead I got in a stream of lighter fluid. And yeah, I don't have any eyelashes. I got in a stream of lighter fluid and then I was on fire. And fortunately, I ran. Have y'all tried this Hourglass blush? It's wonderful. This is called Craft. It's hyaluronic acid blush. I never understand how I'm supposed to get it out. Is it supposed to just drip out? I don't know what you're supposed to do. Are you supposed to push the bottom? Oh yeah, okay. I never understand this blush, and you don't need much of it. I'm literally going to start right here because I think this is kind of pricey, probably maybe $50. I bought this one. So there I was on fire, and I ran, and fortunately I ran because when I got to the corner of the house, like the house is long, right? It was a big house. So I run, I get to the corner, and you're going down towards the driveway. And when I went towards the driveway, I now remember I turned the corner and he had been squirting lighter fluid at me the whole way behind me. And I had in this long weave. It was like down to my bottom. And I remember turning and saying, don't. And he threw a lighter that he had just bought in Switzerland while we were renewing our vows. Like, it's called a Zippo. So it's a square lighter and the top pops up and you can light it and it'll stay lit, right? And he threw that Zippo at me. It was red. It was the Swiss flag. It was red with the white cross on it. He threw that Zippo at me and I went up in flames. That's when I really was in flames. Thank y'all for all the gifts. Thank you. That's when I was really on fire. And I dropped to my knees on the concrete. My knees were damaged. They noticed how damaged I was wearing jeans, but they noticed how, damaged my knees were. Thank y'all for the gifts. And I dropped, see that little tiny dot? You see? Dad, blast it. I guess we're going to put a lot of powder on this. I'm not a blushy girl. I don't like this. So we're going to get rid of it or tone it down a lot. My friend just loves. She has blush blindness. I do not enjoy it. So let me focus. Yeah, I rolled, and as I rolled, I wasn't going out. And for years, I thought I didn't go out because of the concrete. I was like, oh, stop, drop, and roll must not work on concrete. No, stop, drop, and roll doesn't work when you have accelerant on you, right? You really need someone to help you. You need someone to smother the fire, or you need water, because you're not likely to go out if you've got gasoline or lighter fluid or something on you, you're not likely to go out, okay? So, ooh, God. I was rolling and I realized I wasn't going to go out, and I just started to pray. I just said the Lord's Prayer. I started to say the Lord's Prayer, you know? And as I said it, I got about halfway through and I thought, God, is this really how I'm supposed to die? And I guess I said that out loud because, do you know what I heard? That the man that set me on fire said, I got you, baby. I got you. And he started putting me out with his jacket. The only way I could have survived in that moment is if that man who had just done that to me decided to put me out. And the reason I think he decided to put me out is because I'd made it to the side yard. I had screamed. Maybe the neighbors saw, because it was only like 8 o'clock, right? So I think that's why he decided. The run saved my life. If I'd stayed in the backyard, he would have let me burn, because even if he had changed his mind, he wouldn't have wanted to get in trouble, you know? So he put me out, and then I jumped up, and yeah, it was attempted murder. I jumped up and I ran back in the house to look at my face. I was very, very insecure then. And I was worried about my face. I knew I'd been laying there. And as I laid on the concrete and everything was burning, I could smell the flesh burning. I could smell my hair burning. I couldn't get a breath of air. It was just like you're breathing fire. I was literally breathing fire because I was laying on my stomach. And I said, call 911. So he did. He's not in jail. So we called 911. And when they got there, I was still standing. The adrenaline, after I got burned, I had 3rd and 4th degree burns to the upper 35% of my body, right? So like here up is burned and my whole face had to be replaced. So it was bad. But the adrenaline helped me get up off the ground. So I jumped up and I, stayed awake until I got on in the ambulance. That's when I passed out because I asked the paramedic, I was like, am I going to die? And he said, no. And I was like, well, would you say that even if you thought I was going to die? And he said, yes. And apparently in the paramedic's report, he then asked me for my pain level of 1 to 10, and I said excruciating. And I don't remember anything else after that. It's like, that's it. Everything went dark. And once everything went dark, I didn't wake up again until 2 months later. So that was December 18th of 2018. And when I woke up, it was February the 19th of 2019. And in the interim, while I was in the coma, I was looking for my family. We are much greater than our bodies. I was looking for my family, period. And I could feel the pain when they would scrape the skin off my chest. I didn't know that I'd been burned. I didn't know I was in the hospital. I didn't have any concept of that, but I would run from the pain. I would run in my mind. I would run and I would go down this dark staircase, and then I'll go down the dark staircase and get to the bottom and just cover my head with like a tornado. And I would stay there until the pain stopped. But I didn't know what the pain was. I only know that because of reading things about what happened to me, later. And then it made the things in my head during the coma, it made it make sense. Yeah, they scrape your skin away. When you have 3rd degree burns, that means the skin is done. It's burned through and through, and it will die. It will turn black. It's gone. And I had 4th degree too, which means all the way through to deeper tissue. So they have to scrape it off because it will. This is Anastasia brow powder, and I'm just going to touch up my eyebrow wigs. This pair is really old and it doesn't look good, but I have an event coming up and I only have one new pair left, so I'm going to save it until the beginning of December. If I don't have anywhere else to go, I get photographed from far away most of the time, but I have an event, a big one, and I need good eyebrows. These are called Lashy brows, and they are eyebrow wigs. Just a little Anastasia brow powder. Yeah, so the skin dies and they have to scrape it off because the infection will kill you. You know, if you survive the initial burn, then it's the infection that comes to kill you. And anything can happen. There's people that wake up in the burn unit and start to rehabilitate and then they pass. Your body's been through a lot at that point. Like I had blood transfusions. I had 3 or 4 blood transfusions during that time. And, you know, they really saved my life. Oh, so that night when it happened, the police didn't question him. It was just like, okay, what happened? He's like, well, it was a flare-up. He didn't even say I got into the stream of lighter fluid. And now that I have the reports, I didn't get the reports until last year. Like all the police report and everything. I never saw it until last year. They just, they didn't care. They closed the case within, I think it was 8 hours. They closed the case. He said it was a flare-up. But if you look, he probably told, dang it, I messed up my eyebrow wig. Did you see it move? He told so many different stories that were just slightly different. Like, oh, I set down the lighter fluid and it exploded. Oh, it was just a flare. But if it's a flare, why did it burn me and not him? He was the one holding it. I mean, he only had like first-degree burns to his arms from putting me out because that's how big the flames were. In order for him to put me out, it burned his arms. And he's like big. He's 6'4", 220. What did it say? Oh, I do. I use lash glue to fix the brow. Actually, I use prosthetics glue on my brows so that I can keep them on and it doesn't break down my skin. I recommend Prados like you would use for special effects makeup. My eyes look gaunt. I don't like the way I look right now. I look very gaunt. I can tell it's one of those days for me because I'm in my feelings. Nothing is going to be right now. And I get that way, and I'm positive and I help people, but I'm still human. There we go, it's better. That blush is out too far. You got to keep that blush away or it's going to pull your face down as you're older. And you have these marionette lines or nasolabial folds. You got to keep the blush. It can't come beyond about the center of your eye or it's going to make you look really down. He didn't push me in the fire. He chased me with lighter fluid and then threw a lighter at me. And I was already had my arm burning. This is where it started. And it was bad. What is this? Oh, they sent me a dermaplane. You would have to do that before you do makeup, but Prados Beauty, thank you. I'm not going to do a lot of eyeshadow. I'm just not feeling it, but we got to do some because that's the main thing they sent me, right? These palettes. I even put on my Native American jewelry. These are by, I think, a Cherokee artist. Her name was Effie. These were pricey. I buy them in North Georgia or at Cherokee, North Carolina. I have a few pieces by her. She's probably passed away now. She always puts the snake heads in it. All her pieces. I really love it. Yeah, so I put it on for Prados Beauty. Thank you. The nails are cool. I made a post tagging the nails. They're by Nail Vesta. Check my community page. If you go to my page and click on community, or look at my post, you'll see the links for everything. There's some things that I can't tag in here. There is a little shopping cart down here. I don't know if it's still there. Looks like it's gone. Maybe it's not. There was a little shopping cart, but maybe I clicked on something wrong and got rid of it. Oh, so many people left. Y'all come back. Y'all keep clicking that thumbs up thing. Double tap or do whatever it is. I remembered that it was, I'm from North Carolina. I love Cherokee. I remembered when I started doing live streams, and I started doing them in 2023 to try to earn money to help my son. And he's always got problems, you know. He's grown. He's almost 30 now. But I'm glad I did it. I wanted to earn money for myself also. I'll get to it. But I had found drugs in the house that in like early 2023, and that's when I learned that he had been doing meth and heroin. I did know he had been stealing my pain pills. I had been locking them up to try to keep him from stealing them. And he would literally, like, I'd put him in like these little pill safes that I bought. He would bust it open, or if it had a zipper, break the zipper. I would literally keep it with me all the time, and he would do it when I fell asleep. Can y'all hear my dog? Hey, Sarah, I went live at 3. I've got to get a schedule going. Can y'all hear him? He hasn't been feeling good. Grady, you okay, honey? What's wrong? What's wrong, baby? What's wrong? That makes me scared when you make sounds like that. I'm just gonna pick this color right here. Actually, I'm gonna pick this color right here. His tummy's been hurting. He howls like that all the time when he gets upset. Don't let him fool you. He does that all the time. But his tummy's been upset. I think he's having a temper tantrum. No, he's not a husky. He sounds like it. He's half chocolate lab and half German short-haired pointer. The German pointers are hunting dogs. They have a brown head and like a white and brown body. Yeah, thank you about the tip on the blush. Hey, Paul Laccio. I'm not Native American. I'm African American, and I don't know who my father is, but my ancestry has a lot of Europeans. So I'm mixed, but I didn't know that until I got Ancestry. These are all the things that set you up for a narcissist, too. Like, my life has always been kind of off, you know, like, I've never had good family ties or things. And that's bright. They got me going all bright. I don't get weird looks anymore. I used to get weird looks when I didn't have nostrils. I had to take a break from story time. If y'all were listening to me, I was getting too deep. I had to pull out of story time for a minute. You know, they didn't question him. They let it go, closed the case. And so there I am in 2023 doing live streams. And eventually, like, my words stopped matching my memories, like my brain. I'd be doing the live stream and I'd say, like, kind of like I would say the same thing every day. Like just telling my story and doing makeup every day, same thing. And it stopped. I would get like a flash of memory and I'd be like, oh my God, a flash of running. And so I was in therapy, fortunately. And I asked my therapist, you know, is this possible? And she's like, yeah. And I think she already knew that he did it on purpose. You know, so many people told me that he did it on purpose. There's whole videos that people made on YouTube. And yes, Prados Beauty, isn't it? And so many people told me, and I still wouldn't believe it. And that's really, really common with narcissists too. When you're in a narcissistic abuse relationship, it might not be as extreme as my situation, but people will tell you things and you won't believe them. Oh yes, beautiful representation, right? Prados Beauty is beautiful. I think they're a new company. They're mother and daughter, so y'all look them up. I'll put together a video from this and give them some representation. Oh, this is makeup remover, so I'm not going to use that. I thought it was spray. That's beautiful. That's probably micellar water. I'm going to keep that out for when I need to make a correction. Use a pointy Q-tip and some of this. That's how you make perfect wings. So your brain is an amazing thing, but y'all, I really believe that if I had known from the beginning, I probably wouldn't be here. Because what would I have done? Where would I have gone? Like the good Lord gave me time to heal enough that I can take care of myself, because in 2023, when I started remembering, I couldn't even get up by myself if I fell. I have a video where I was doing a live on TikTok and I fell at the end and I got up by myself for the first time in years. It was crazy, you know? If I'd known that he did it on purpose instead of it being an accident. Prados, I love you, but I am so allergic to colors. I am so. His name is Donald. My name is Tanya Renee Meisenbach. This is such a pretty palette. I think we'll put, maybe we'll smoke it out. Actually, should I pick this bright color? Did he try to put me out? No. What do you mean, put me out? They try to keep you. He didn't know that I remembered when I remembered, because here's a sparkly color that I like. Look, I'm going to pick the closest to neutral possible. If you were really close to me, you would understand how funny that is. I'm always going to pick that. People are trying to get me to do color. I can do color in my hair. Okay. Put a little bit of this. This is kind of a pinkish, not too heavy. I think it'll be pretty if we blend it all together. We'll have sort of like a what do you call it? Sunset effect. And play with makeup like, you know, it's just painting, like you're painting a picture or doodling or drawing something. Unless you have a specific look in mind, just play with it. Because if we add some darkness and depth here, it's going to be pretty. He did. Watch me burn. Well, I guess he didn't know what to do. I don't know how much time passed. But he only saved me because he would have probably risked being caught by the neighbors or something, you know? And funny thing, no neighbor even came out. I was screaming and on fire. I guess I should have used the red. Y'all told me to use the dang red. Y'all told me to use the red, and I'm so hard-headed. I found a dark pink that I think I'm going to put. Look, oh my God, look. Oh. Oh, look what happened. It was coming together until I did that. Oh my God. Oh, that makes sense, right? Oh my Lord. I eventually left him. Y'all have faith. Trust the process. You can always change it. I eventually left him by, I started working harder because I knew, like, how am I going to live? How am I going to support myself? I don't have family to go home to. I don't have anybody. I have my kids, but I wouldn't ever want to interrupt their life in their 20s, you know, just living their best life. And I'm going to go live with them or something. No, I was never going to do that. Right? So I had to figure out, like, what am I going to do? And I contacted the Partnership Against Domestic Violence in Atlanta, and they told me that they had a program for if you were, oh, that's so cute. I haven't seen that. Thank you for that, Fabienne. Thank you. That if you, exactly, we'll put some gold sparkle, and then we'll darken the corners, and we'll just go with it. But they told me they have a program that if you're permanently disabled by the abuse, thank you, that they there's a program that can pay your rent for life. And I was like, wow, I'm going to need that because I don't know how I can support myself, right? I'm disabled. Technically, this is such a blessing to be able to do this because there's not much else. I can't. I get tired. I don't have balance. There's a lot of disability that I have. I hate that I still have it that you can't see. That is so cute. Thank y'all for the gifts. But I joined the program, but it's sort of like probably like Section 8 or something. It's a very long waiting list. Oh, that's blurring all together. Now it's just all pink. That's really, really blendable. That's really cute. I love these pumpkins. Thank you for the gifts, y'all. I appreciate them so much. They help so much. And doing the like button up there helps so much. Thank you, Elsie. So, yeah, there I was. And I'm like, what am I going to do? And you know what happened? I did an ad for a company called Allies of Skin. They came to me and they gave me this wonderful skincare that has changed my life, right? And I did a ad for them, and Face Forward International saw it. It went viral, right? Thank you so much for the gifts. It went viral. They saw it and they contacted me and they said, we would love to help you, but it looks like, your story, it looks like this was an accident. And for whatever reason, I literally just out and told them, because I wasn't I wasn't keeping it a secret that he did it. There were people that knew. I just couldn't talk about it publicly yet. I was like trying to get out. So I told them, and they said, well, we have a place you can stay in LA. Right? Yeah, Face Forward International. Said we have a place you can stay in LA. And do you want it? We can reconstruct your nose. I said yes on the spot, y'all. And 40 days and 40 nights later, I was there. I was here in their house that they have. And I've stayed in that house for 9 months for free, for free. And it changed my life because, all of a sudden I have nostrils, and someone asked if people stare at me. They used to stare a lot. They stare a lot less now. I think now people don't know that I'm different, but they don't know why. I don't think they identify it as being a burn as quickly, like the people that continue to come into this chat and say, is that your real skin? Or things like that. They don't understand that this is a skin graft. I think I'm moving slow. I hope the Wi-Fi keeps up. I'll be angry if it drops. So when they told me I could move, I had already gotten him out of the house and had a restraining order. Well, kind of a restraining order, a consent order that he would stay away, but he continued to break it. He was texting me. He had come by the house. They weren't doing anything about it when he would break the order, right? So, they won't do anything about it. So frustrating. It's like they don't care at all that he's breaking the order. They're only worried if they come to kill you, like if they kill you, then they'll be worried about it. Until then, they're going to say, oh, It's no problem. He's not doing anything wrong. So I was scared, and I had to get like a storage container and put it outside the house because I didn't want to leave things that were sentimental to me, like my kids and stuff. I didn't want to leave any of that behind. So I got the container like a pod. I'm still paying for the thing, as a matter of fact. Put my stuff in it, but it had to sit on the street for a day or two, and I was so scared that like he's gonna be driving by, he's gonna see that pod, he's gonna come set the house on fire, because he was still trying to talk to me, y'all. He was still like, we need to talk, like we're gonna make up. Or some, it was crazy. We need to talk, and so yeah, and then I needed to fly here from Atlanta, fly to LA from Atlanta, but my dog couldn't get on, even though he's an emotional support animal. He's 126 pounds, and they were like, no, you can't get on, can't fly. So then that meant I needed to drive, but I can't really drive that well. I mean, I can drive like around town, but there's no way I would have been able to like drive myself from Atlanta to LA by myself. So we couldn't figure out what to do. People kept saying they would help me, but people have to work, right? And it's last minute. I was supposed to leave like a few days later. I only had like a month to pack up my things, and people kept saying, we'll help you, but then they'd be like, well, I really can't because it's going to take days to drive across the country. So one of my friends had just moved to LA. Her name is Jeanette. And listen, I use my fingers a lot. Oh, I use my fingers a lot. Remember that it's not that serious. You see the artists like Pat McGrath who use their fingers? It works. You can just erase things. Nobody's going to know. Who's going to know? They'll put some gold in the middle. Just be done with it. Because this is so colorful, it's freaking me out. So, it is freaking me out. I got bright pink on. I'll put some gold on top. You call me ugly? You know what? If you know better, when you know better, you do better. Apology accepted. Just don't do it to anybody else. Don't do it to anybody else. There's no reason to be mean. If you are, you need to look at your life because there's something wrong with it, not theirs. We have hate. So my friend had just moved to LA and she didn't have a job yet. So they put her on a plane and flew her to Atlanta and rented a car for us, and we drove back. She drove me from Atlanta. Thank you for subbing. Y'all be sure to like. Be sure to click that like, okay? That's going to help me build this. And please sub. I want to be like that 52-year-old burned makeup artist lady that got to 1 million subs on YouTube. I'm the underdog. I'm the underdog beauty influencer. Sub. I won't bother you. I put out good content. Sub. This side's prettier. That kind of blended together well with some gold in it. Then enough eyeliner. So yeah, it was amazing to have a friend who would get on a plane and fly to Atlanta and then drive me and my dog back across the country. And it took 4 days because I couldn't even sit in the car that long, And I was so emotionally dysregulated from being like angry and then afraid, because I was angry at him. Every time I would see him, we were in the same house and I slept downstairs for like a year. I slept on the couch and he slept upstairs, and we had other bedrooms, but I wanted to be able to hear him coming. I mean, it was an awful situation and I can't believe I survived it. I should have left. Don't do what I did. I should have left immediately. If I knew what I knew then, what I know now, I would have, because it's really amazing that I'm still alive. But I would just yell, like obscenities at him. Literally, it was like I was crazy. And they told me later that that's battered woman syndrome. Do you see I'm taking like the extra off my foundation bottle? Just kind of putting it where I don't want things to be so bright. You really can't tell. I only confronted him once. I wasn't supposed to, but I got angry. Everybody told me, don't you dare let him know that you remember. He will end you. And still, I was so angry. I can't describe what it felt like inside. It's not like I wanted to harm him physically, but I just, just like screaming. Because normal people don't try to harm each other physically when they're angry, right? These guys do. So, I don't know. I can't describe exactly what it felt like. But if you're feeling that, it's battered woman syndrome. If you're feeling that anger, like trapped and angry and scared all at the same time, that's what it is. Good. I'm glad you put him in jail. And they're never going to change. You can't take them back, y'all. He didn't abuse me. I say he didn't, but he did. I'm still working on that. I keep saying he didn't, but he did, y'all. The narcissistic abuse and emotional abuse and manipulation was terrible. If you wake up from a coma and think, like, and hear him say, at least he'll be nice to you, and that's what you're thinking, like, at least my marriage will be better. I believed I was trapped because I didn't have any money and I'm disabled. And I get SSI every month, and I didn't know that I could make what I'm doing right now a career. This is how I support myself. This is it. Creating content, and it's amazing that I can use my life and my story to reach others, because that's what I want to do, help others, but at the same time, so, like actually support myself. That's crazy. God is good. God is good. God is good. A hobby that I've had since I was 10 years old. And then, makeup artistry that I did when I was a teenager. I worked as a paralegal in my professional career. I'm a pro artist certification, but I didn't work as one. I was in an office because that's what I needed to do to support my family way back then. But I didn't think I could get out, and I did. Because people helped me, because I reached out, because I told people, because I would keep these things secret. Nobody knew that he was disappearing, every week. I didn't tell anybody that. That's embarrassing, right? Number one, people tell you like you're supposed to keep it to yourself, right? This is your marriage. You don't talk to other people about it, right? You don't talk to other people about your marriage. And I wish I had. If y'all are on here right now talking, then, that's good. Talk, understand that it's not normal what's happening. Don't normalize emotional abuse and say, oh, well, I'm not being abused because he's not hitting me. What he did to me emotionally, I don't know if I'll ever get over it. I don't think I could ever date anybody or be with anybody again. That would be something I'd really have to work through. And right now, it's not even something I care about. I just want to build like a life. I want to live all the dreams that I didn't live because I was, married to him. I enjoy that a lot, Thank you. Thank y'all for all the gifts. When you come in, there's that little like at the top. Y'all please like it. This is Prados Beauty. We're doing Native American makeup. I'm not Native American, but they sent me a beautiful box and it came with a beautiful heartfelt letter and I was so impressed by it and their packaging is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed. It's so pretty. I used all their palettes. I made it work. I can only be so pink, y'all. That shimmer came right out of this palette. Generally, if you're like going somewhere and you're not really sure where you're going with your makeup, I always say big lashes fix everything. No matter what happens, some eyeliner and some big lashes gonna fix everything. Just you watch and see. Thank you all I know the moderators are working so hard. Y'all please thank them and please go to my community page. Thank you. Please go to my community page and click on the post that I made asking for people who want to be moderators because I'm disappointed because I thought that on YouTube it was going to be different with like the troll culture. I don't know why I thought that, but like when I'm on YouTube, guys, I leave happy. The comments are nice. I watch things that are happy. It's the platform that makes me happy. And I can learn things and feel emotions. So I thought it was going to be like people wouldn't do that. But, people are people no matter where you go. What do y'all think? Prados Beauty. I'm all sparkly. I was pink, I was orange, I'm some deep purple, I'm sparkly, we toned it down. Yeah, I'm only on YouTube right now. I'm not streaming to any other platform because I have another device, but my iPad is really old, you know? My iPad is really, really old. I think it's the original iPad Pro, but I hardly used it, so it works really well. But I don't know if the camera quality would be enough, and I can't afford to buy another like device right now just to stream, so I'll get another phone soon. I think I could get a free one with my cable, but I'd have to buy the phone. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much, John Moore. I am Burn Beauty 2018, and I was set on fire by my husband almost 7 years ago. I survived, baby. We're doing makeup with Prados Beauty, which is a Native American brand. I couldn't tag it, but Prados Beauty. It's really pretty. We're almost done. We just got to do some lashes and stuff. And make sure I keep that blush. I keep wanting to bring that blush right in here, and my eye just immediately changes. Thank you so much, Maya Chicken. So yeah, my husband of 15 years set me on fire. Thank you for the makeup brush, Esmeralda. Y'all be sure to subscribe, okay? Yeah, I think I'm going to try to pull up a. Oh my God. I opened my iPad. I opened it and look. There's the memories from my trip to Switzerland. And that's the trip that I got so angry about and I wouldn't forgive him. That's actually him on a mountain. That's in the Italian Alps. I thought I was living the life, like living the dream. I'm renewing my vows for the second time. I'm in I'm in Switzerland, Italy, and France, a place I always wanted to go. And then there it is. Stop making noise. It's making sound. Okay, it's making a look. It made a video roll. Oh no, hold on. How do you start it over? I've never. Oh, I guess you go back. That's me. Oh, stop it. I don't know how to make it stop. I'll find the picture in a minute, but that's me. In France, maybe. That's a month before I got burned. A month before I got burned. Blanco, you see, Blanco Diablo. In the Alps, you know? That was the dream trip of my life. This was the biggest trip of my life. I loved it. Look, I loved that wine because it had my initials. 1 month before I got set on fire. 1 month. Yep. Ain't that some shit? Y'all are watching this with me. I've never seen this. my iPad made this. Look, you see that hat? That's what the lighter looked like. I don't want to look at that anymore. I pulled it up to show you a picture of me, but I don't like it. That was me. Oh, I drew, do you see the red thing I drew there? I showed somebody this picture, and they said, look at the vase in front of you. It's a phoenix. And that's a month before I got burned, sitting in, this was November 17th of 2018, and then I got burned December 18th. And somebody pointed out like the phoenix on the vase, the random phoenix on the vase in Switzerland. That was the night, guys, that was the night that he disappeared. That was the night he disappeared. The last night we were going to be there. We were having a nice dinner. And then he literally just did the same thing he always does, which is, you know, not answer the phone, disappear. He walked off, left me standing in Geneva, Switzerland on the street, walked off and didn't come back until 4 a.m. Because there was nothing about him that could be normal or good or kind. They can't do it. Physically cannot do it. When you say you put him in jail and he came back, you know, and he came back and he hasn't changed, it's because he can't. He won't. Even if he could, he wouldn't. He's not going to change. He's not going to change. He's not going to change. They can't. They will kill you. It is not harmless. Emotional abuse leads to really bad things. He is in Atlanta, Georgia. These lashes are a little bit bigger than I normally wear. Should I put them on? Hold on, we gotta talk about these lashes. They sent me some Super Diva lashes. These, I would normally wear this because it's sort of a fox eye. These are super big. Girl, where am I going? I'm out manhunting in that. Girl. And I got these. And these. I'm going to put in these. Do something new. All right, if I'm going to do something new, then I'll put on this one. Is this, wait, this doesn't say Prados. Oh, it does say Prados. Okay. Prados. I'll put on this one. Because this is the one I'm least likely to wear. And it's probably going to be amazing. Oh, he is watching, huh? He's watching. He is watching, and I don't disclose exactly where I am. But, you know, I was so scared when I first got here to even post because it would, you know, he'd know from the background that I wasn't in Georgia anymore, and I was just so scared. Oh, and guess what? We're doing divorce stuff still. And the other day, he had to send his bank statement through his attorney. And on the bank statement is a whole bunch of charges to Truth Finder on every statement. I think he's trying to find me. Because it's like a monthly subscription and then like another $4.99 charge. And there's a whole bunch of charges. He did it because he's a sociopath. Just like a serial killer. He did it because that's what he does. It's his nature. It's his nature. I'm trying to be safe. He burned me because he's a sociopath. There's never a reason, but he was angry at me for not Where'd my trash can go? How's that possible? Okay. Hold on. No wonder my chair isn't moving right. My trash can is trapped under it. He was angry at me for not forgiving him for walking off on the streets of Geneva, Switzerland. And I had become a realtor, so I was starting to become, I was going to be financially independent again. And I had been pretty much dependent on him for the whole 5 years before that. You know, I do, Brittany. I used to shoot competitively. I'm a country girl. I shoot skeet too. Shoot skeet. Yeah, you stay in flight or fight. And it's just horrible. I don't know how to describe it to y'all. It's just, it honestly felt better when he said, I realize how bad I've been to you and I'm never going to treat you that way again. That was a relief. Right. I stay live. I do a lot of lives. I do a lot of red carpets. You'll never see me posting. I normally don't post where I'm going to be. I post about it after. Eventually, I'll probably have to get security. Things are growing. I'm blessed. Yeah, baby. I'm from the country. You will get smoked. I'm not afraid anymore. I think I've found a lot of strength here lately, and I found a lot of strength by talking to other women and men who have survived the same thing. Yeah, that's what you do. They're always going to try to trap you financially or have a baby with you or whatever. They're going to try, or get married really quickly. He wanted to move in really quickly after I met him. Within like a month or two, he had moved in with me. Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist with nowhere to live. Hey, Alabama. All right, I'm trying to get this lash off so I can put some glue on it before I do my eyeliner. That's the trick to lashes. I'm going to get the glue on and then I'm going to lay them down and leave them alone. Until the glue gets tacky, I'll be able to do my whole eyeliner before it's time to put them on. That's the only trick. The only trick. And don't tear up the lash. I'm the worst. I have limited dexterity. I've talked about this. There's a brand called Tilt Beauty that I like a lot because it's designed for people with limited dexterity. Because opening something like this, I'm going to tear it up. It's like the hardest thing for me to do. My torso is burned. I have 2 kids, but not by him. He's my second husband. Thank God. I feel like God saw to that for me because I always wanted to have kids. And thank God I didn't have them with him. Once I'm done, I'm done. You know, and I'm sure, and justice will find him. You know? Yeah, the worst at lashes, you're going to get it off carefully. You're going to put the glue on it. And you're going to lay it down and leave it alone until the glue gets tacky. I like to use Cardani lash glue because it's latex free. It doesn't irritate my eyes. How many people are in the room? If everyone in the room would make sure they click the like button, and would y'all please subscribe? Do y'all want to be part, I need a new one of these. Do y'all want to be part of me being the first, like, burn survivor makeup lady with 1 million subs on YouTube? Because that's what I'm going for. I swear. I can't have used all the glue. There is no way I used all the glue. Here it is. If y'all can see my setup. I'm using a big desk instead of a makeup vanity because that's what I need to hold all the equipment, like the camera equipment and stuff. I'm using Cardani lash glue, and I'm putting a good amount on this lash before I do my eyeliner. I always do it before I do my eyeliner. because it needs time. It's been 7 years. Thank y'all for being here. If y'all click like, more people will come in. If you're with a narcissist, they're dangerous. Mine set me on fire. I didn't know what a narcissist was until last year, actually. Even after everything that had happened, I didn't know. Most of the time, pink bubbly, I don't use much. But I like to play with makeup. And, you know, I didn't know what it was until I saw Lee Hammock, Mental Illness, doing skits on YouTube. And he's a diagnosed narcissist, and he'd do these skits, and it would be like verbatim conversations that I'd had. Right, you lost everything and everyone you ever loved. I've lost everything, guys. Like financially, I've lost everything. I'm renting a house. I feel like I'm at a point where I just like barely get by. And I mean, I get by. I'm fine. I'll be fine. But I wasn't barely getting by when I was in the Swiss Alps, you know. Thank you so much for the 100. My name's Tanya Renee Meisenbach, and I was married to Donald. Additionally, he is an ex-offender. Found that out. Something that happened in college. He's not on the Georgia registry. You know how you're supposed to be on a registry? He's on the Florida one, but he's not on Georgia. And I'm afraid he's going to kill somebody. My kids are 27 and 29. I am so uncomfortable today. So I laid the lashes down, and they're going to be fine, laying right there while I do my eyeliner. Hey, yeah, there should be a nationwide registry for sure. If you're just coming in, welcome. I have a lot of moderators working really hard. I have a few. I need a few more. Go to my community page on my profile and respond to the post asking for more moderators if you'd like to join, because I'm going to be doing a lot more lives. I am a domestic violence burn survivor, and I realized today that when I say that, some people think I'm saying that I'm a domestic violence survivor and a burn survivor. And what I'm actually saying is that my husband of 15 years set me on fire. And it was after 15 years of, I love this e.l.f. eyeliner. I love this stuff. I bought it just randomly for like expert liquid eyeliner. I love this. This is my favorite. Probably $3 or $4. Thank you. Please follow. Please subscribe. But yeah, all that abuse emotionally, and I was broken. And when you look at pictures of me right before I got burned, I had this like, it wasn't a rash, but I had these red bumps all over my face. You know, I don't use a lot of the e.l.f., but I do use the eyeliner. It's the fastest way for me to do an eyeliner. Grady, are you okay? And see, I don't have lashes, so I'll do it, and then I'll get my lashes on and tightline. Those lashes are huge. I don't really need a lot going on here. What's wrong, sugar? Do you need to go outside? Mom is working. I'm not recording. I'm live. Look, I talk to him like you understand. Mommy's not recording. She's live. Your tummy hurt? Are you mad because you didn't eat your food that I gave you because you want something else? You can't have anything else. My ex is walking free in Atlanta. He does understand. He walked off mad. Mommy is live. I have to use my hands a little bit differently. I had to learn to do things a lot differently because my right hand is numb. These two, do you see how these two fingers stick out? They're both numb, and they've been numb since I woke up from the coma. He's walking free because everybody believed that it was an accident, including me. Good boy. Thank you for laying down, sugar. Mommy loves you. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. I didn't get out for a walk today, and he's mad. Dancing around 18. Happy birthday. Thank you. I love these nails too. I made a post. Check my post about them. Or maybe it's a video. No, it's a post. And I tagged them because I was gifted them from a seller on TikTok. I did tell them. I asked them to reopen the case. I keep forgetting parts. I tell my story so much that I forget to say certain things. Last year, he got me arrested because he lied, said that I was hitting him. He had a video of me pushing him out of the way because he got in between me and my dog. When my dog's tail was bleeding, I was freaking out. If you know me and my dog, you know I'd be panicking. And he took advantage of that, stood in between me and said ugly things because he's been telling people that he's the victim, that I've been abusing him for years. Yeah, last year is when I told them. I remembered in 2023, the end of 2023, and everybody told me I couldn't say anything until I was out of the house. And I don't know why. I never asked people for help. And I decided that I needed to work and earn enough money to get my own place. And I got stuck in that in my mind. It's like, well, I can't do anything until I have somewhere to live. I couldn't go to a shelter because they wouldn't let me bring Grady, my dog. There are shelters now that are starting to allow that because they're realizing that people won't leave their animal and put them in a kennel. They'll put them in a kennel for you, but I can't live without my dog. He gets so scared. He's my emotional support, but I'm his emotional support now. If you've got an emotional support animal, you completely understand what I just said. After a while, they take on your traits. And he's like a licensed dog. What am I doing with this eyeliner? Thank you. Thank you for the pretty comments. I was like, I don't need a wing unless I make one and it looks pretty because I've got these big lashes. There's no reason I need a wing. I'm not from Georgia. Is that real or makeup? What do you think it is? You know what? I just got to say something, y'all. I forget. I feel so beautiful, and when I look in the mirror, I see beauty. And so sometimes my mind gets confused when people say stuff like that. I don't know if that makes sense to you. My brain gets really confused about it. Like, why would they be saying that? I think I look normal. I think I look right as rain now, like pretty, but I don't. I mean, I do, but I'm never going to look just normal again. Normal. I hate that word. There's better words for it. I can't think of what. The day that I was burned, we were sitting by the fire pit. It's not that he had any reason. He was mad that I wasn't forgiving him. Alex Almighty. Oh, what kind of dog do you have? He sounds huge. He is huge, Alex Almighty. He is half chocolate lab and half German pointer, and he's 126 pounds. Both of his parents were big, and they weren't supposed to get together. The, the people were breeders, but somehow his parents got together and made a litter of the prettiest puppies you ever did saw. You know? I don't know. I'm not trying to down myself. It's just like, at no point are people, there's no path back to looking like you weren't burned, is what I'm trying to say. There's no path back to that. But there's a path to self love because I like the way I look now much better than the way I looked before. I looked unhappy. I looked stressed. I looked miserable. There was no light in my eyes whatsoever. You know, it was horrible. And I'm glad that I got to a point of loving myself. I didn't show y'all a picture of what I looked like. I was trying to show y'all a picture of what I looked like after I first got burned. Thank you. I feel beautiful. I didn't mean it that way. I don't mean it like, ooh, you know, like that. But it's never going to be that I walk into a room and people don't wonder what happened. I don't know any breeders either. They were on Craigslist. It was 6 years ago. I got him as a puppy, and they were on Craigslist. And it's like, okay, $100 because our two dogs got together. Because I would never go to a breeder, but they were like little puppies that they didn't want because they weren't whatever. I'm not a fan of the breeders, really, but he's the most perfect puppy ever. Yeah, so it's never going to happen that people aren't going to say, like, what happened to you? What's wrong with you? Man, but it doesn't matter. I feel so pretty. I especially like my hair, but I need to style it. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I kind of messed it up. No, nobody needs makeup. I love makeup. I've always worn it. Nobody needs it. You want it. It's a definite want, never a need. My lashes are still setting. I took a really long time to do my liner. You see them now? See how they're getting tacky? Lay down, sugar. Throwing pillows off the couch. There's nothing like having a super big dog that can like jump on your bed and toss a pillow across the room, you know, on a king size bed. No, nobody needs makeup. We want makeup. It's it's just like nobody needs to dye their hair red. It's like we shouldn't feel like we have to do anything. Honestly, before I got burned, I felt like I needed makeup. I wouldn't go to the mailbox without my makeup. Now I go out all the time without makeup. Hi, Rain. Code name, stop it. I want you to behave because I got to try to put this lash on. This is a mink lash and it's huge. So let's see. Now, sometimes I would put, you can easily, if you're starting, put a little bit of glue on top of your liner, right? And let that set, and then it's going to be like a magnet when you go to put it on. That's a big lash. But you have to be, do you see how I wasn't ready to stick that yet, and it stuck? Did you notice? It stuck because the glue is tacky. I was not trying to lay that down yet, and it is down. I was trying to measure it because I've got really big eyes, so I usually don't have to trim anything. Most people would need to trim this lash. It is huge. But did you see it literally jumped on my face? And how long was it that I took doing my eyeliner and talking? I can't ever tell anybody how many minutes it is, but it's that many minutes, right? So y'all got me wearing a lash that's not my style. Yeah, we were by the fire pit and he squirted me with lighter fluid and I ran. I've got some videos posted about it, but I Fortunately, ran and got to the corner of the house. As I ran, he squirted more lighter fluid. I didn't remember all that part. The inside of my eye is kind of gooey. It's not like sticking right. Sometimes you have to work with it, and sometimes like right there, it's a little too wet. And I might have to like stick some glue underneath it. Because this lash is honest to God freaking me out. How did y'all get me to do this? How did y'all get me to do that? Thank you for the makeup brush. For me, it's 5:43. And I'm wrapping up because I've been on since 3 o'clock. And I've got these amazing moderators. And I don't know. I don't want any moderators. If you need to leave, you just leave. It's no big deal. We're going to get more people to volunteer. And I'm going to get a schedule, a show schedule. I used to do this on TikTok 5 days a week. I don't think I'm going to go back to 5 days a week because it's a lot on me. Like physically, you wouldn't imagine. I don't know why, but it is. I think because it's so emotional, you know? It'll wear you down. I have a lot of makeup. Yeah, I got a lot of makeup. I need to organize my makeup. I get a lot of PR. Somehow, I got burned at 45. Started doing learned to do social media at about 47 or 48. Went back to a skill that I've had and used since I was 10, which is just doing makeup. And now I've made a career out of it. And it got me out of a bad situation. It gave me a way to stay in Los Angeles. You know, Face Forward LA brought me here. But I would have had to leave and go back to the East Coast if I wasn't able to do this. Because I can't work. I just have some disabilities that y'all don't notice. And now, because I'm in LA, I was able to sign with an agent called ZBD Talent. They are an inclusive modeling and talent agency. I just signed with them. So hopefully I'll get some big modeling jobs and, oh wow, modeling jobs and commercials. Tides that vibe. You're an inspiration in every way. Oops, sorry. Thank you for bringing the truth to light and trying to warn others. Narc abuse is rampant, and people need to know what to look for. Yes, and to get out before it gets physical, because it will get there. That's the point. It will get there. And I didn't know I was being abused. If you had told me, I was a very lucky real housewife, you know? Thank you so much for that gift. It means everything. Tides that vibe, it means everything. Thank you for everyone who's liked. We have 3,000 thumbs up. I would love to have 3,500. Y'all tell me how. Somebody told me that you double click to do it. Whatever, if you're in the room, please double click. Please subscribe. Yeah, it never gets better, y'all. It never gets better. Thank you so much, Tides that vibe. Thank you. You're going to make me cry in my makeup. I haven't set my makeup yet. I hate it when I start crying before the makeup is set. That dog was just squealing and now he is snoring. Look, it's stuck. You have to be very careful about placement when you are doing this, because if you let the glue get tacky, it's like a magnet. Just look kind of eye level. If you look down, you might mess it up. See, I'm having trouble with this one. I'm not having trouble sticking it. I'm having trouble placing it because it's ginormous. There we go. Don't stick it all the way down until you got it where you want it. I feel like I got spiders on my eyes. Good night, everybody. Good night, Blossom. I'm okay. Are you okay? I don't think you're okay, Blossom. I'm messing with you, Blossom. I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be? I'm actually living my best life, baby. And we're talking about, I think if you have so much pain in your life, you have to turn it into purpose in order to find your peace. And if you have a story that you can share that will help other people and maybe save other people, you should tell it when you're able. I don't think I can wear these lashes. What are y'all doing? These are not for me. They are not for me. They are not for me. You had a car crash? The mental abuse, Tammy, turns physical. You need to leave. That's all that was happening to me, and it was horrible. And then, it wasn't physical until it was. A year before this happened, he rammed my car with his. I called the police. Then, something I don't talk about very often is that same year, 2017, we went to a wedding in San Francisco. One of his friends, and of course, he's like a child. He has to act obnoxious and childish and disrespectful. And he was doing that. Had some argument, and he punched me in the eye so hard that like the white of my eye was red. I thought he like broke my skull. I don't talk about that much. And I didn't know what to do because he had never done anything like that before. So it's like, oh my God. And he's like, I'm sorry, I would never do that. And we've been together 15 years. So I'm like, okay, that was out of character. No, it wasn't. That was on character. That was the person he had been hiding the whole time. And if I could have left, this wouldn't have happened. But I like my life right now. I don't know how to say it. I like the way my life is. I like that I get to help people because that's what I was always interested in doing, nonprofit things. And I like that I'm able to do that. Yeah, after 15 years, but they're abusing you mentally the whole time. It's not that you're not being abused. Guys, the lashes. I can't take pictures like this. They are not cute. We're going to put on some different ones. I did try putting them on. They are cute, but they're not for me. They're not for me. It's too much for me. Everybody still sees the fake in him. He's telling people that he's the victim. I've been abusing him, you know? Like he's the 6'4", 230 guy, and I've been slapping him around all these years. I realized that all the things he did to me, he told like his family and friends that I did those things to him. Does that make sense? Like he would do something awful to me, and then I would get upset about it, get angry, and then he would play the victim. Like he's so unwell. He's not okay. And now he's sending like alimony money that I need very much. But it's like I feel like he doesn't even think he did it, you know? Thank you all for thinking I look very nice, but I'm not digging my lashes. I went to the Jay Hudson show. I didn't do the show, but I'm going to take these off before they mess up my liner too much. See, it's only makeup. You can change it. And don't be scared to try new things. Y'all might see me wearing those one day on the red carpet or something when you need to really see the lash from afar. Today I have a Friendsgiving. Big lashes fix everything. And I'm going to put on big lashes, but just not that big. Big lashes fix everything. I have a shirt that says it. I sold shirts that say it. Thank you so much for the gift, for the latte. Thank you for the latte. I would like to have one right now. I don't think I'm going to go to Friendsgiving because Grady is so uncomfortable and I would have to leave him. I got to get his tummy feeling better. So we're doing the lashes again. And you see how not a big deal it is? Don't get stressed out. I'm sorry I can't see your messages right now. Don't get stressed out. It's okay. Now I'm probably more relaxed because I'm not actually going anywhere. And remember that about when you're watching the influencers doing makeup and stuff. Especially if it's a video. They cut. They cut away and edit. Things happen. I can't wear magnetic lashes because I don't have anything for them to stick to. Most of those lashes that are like magnetic or those ones that say there's no glue, those are crazy to me. And listen, I know a lot of people love them. I can't remember the name of them. But literally, you still have to put something on your lash or on your eye, right? And they're like, no, but it's not glue. But it's the same process. You could just use glue. And if you waited the right amount of time, it would work exactly the same. You know? My hand is not steady anymore. Like this eye, my eye is swollen over here today. I don't know if y'all can see it. But it's swollen on the right side. And I fell asleep last night without putting the ointment in my eye. Is it the Lily Lash glue? I can't remember. I bought some Lily lashes and I was very disappointed. But I tried to buy something fancy, like the bandless ones, instead of just the regular ones. Is it Lily Lashes? I don't think it's Lily Lashes that has that. It has something that you put on your eyelid and they say, oh no, it's not glue because it's something else that activates. The eyes turned out beautiful. We're going to put some lashes on. I am going to do some powder blush by Prados Beauty. I really like their eyeshadow. It's really nice. I'll have it out and try to do color. I'm just joking when I'm like I'm allergic to color. I just don't do it very much, and I think we should do more color in our makeup these days. We forget to have fun and play with it. Glamnetic, I think so. I used to have man, I'd have pink and yellow and red and everything when I was growing up doing my makeup. And it was fun and it was pretty, you know? And now we're more about we want to look like the girl on the social media who only does bronzer. Or I'm not saying any particular girl, but we pick somebody that we want to be like, and we just don't need to. I want y'all to just enjoy who you are, because I didn't enjoy who I was in those pictures before I got burned. And now I don't have that person anymore. I don't have that look anymore. And it's really disappointing to realize, don't be out here being all beautiful and not appreciating it. That's a disappointment. You know, that's a bummer. I really want to use my Huda Beauty stuff, but I'm not going to. What if I put a little bit of light? Because I don't really need much. I set everything with powder. Oh, that's pretty finish. This is the Prados Beauty blush palette. And I don't want to do a lot on top of that Hourglass blush, because the blush, look how pretty that is. Ooh, look at that. You know that Huda Beauty blush liner? No, that's not me that was on America's Got Talent. That's Ketchy. She's half my age. She's a singer. That's so pretty. And it looks like the Huda blush lighter. And all I did was use the Hourglass liquid blush in this color Craft. I love this hyaluronic acid blush. It only takes one tiny little dab, as y'all saw earlier, one tiny little dab. And then this is the Prados Beauty. Oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Matriarch blush palette. That's so pretty. Matriarch blush palette by Prados Beauty. That's pretty. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I'm going to forget my lashes. See, the lashes are fun. I've already put them on once, so now I'm going to forget to put them on. I always used to forget my lashes. That's really pretty. All pink and stuff. We'll put the lashes on. I told y'all trust the process. I got to do something about my wig. I'll wrap it up tonight because it should be a cute little bob and it's wrinkly. ColourPop lip pencil. I love to use this brown to line pretty much everything. You see how there's a skin graft over the bottom of my lip? It looks like my lip ends there, but it's really down here. So I'm overlining. I'm going outside it. Hey, Island Girl. How you doing, girl? One of my nods. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to get y'all out of here. This is a creamy ColourPop lippy pencils. I like them a lot. I don't know what color this is. I think it's mocha latte or something. It's brown. They have a lot of brown ones. I've worn the name off of it. I always do. I don't know what kind of lip we're going to do. I don't think they sent... Oh, they did send me lip products. But I don't know where I put them. I got to find my Prados Beauty lip stuff they sent me. I see those pink hearts. You can do it. You can do lashes. If you have shaky hands, look at Guide Beauty. I will use their products next time. Guide Beauty and Tilt Beauty have products designed for limited dexterity. I don't speak Spanish. I speak it to my dog a little. I think, I don't know if I am a brand ambassador for ColourPop. They used to send me things, but now they don't. I don't know. Something happened. I think I was a brand ambassador. Hey, Lady C. Welcome in, everybody. We got a lot of people in today. If you're in the room, will you please double click to put those likes up there for me? It's going to help the live grow. And what we're doing here is makeup because we love makeup and talking about surviving abuse and supporting people who might still be in this situation. Because it's not as easy as saying just leave when you have a trauma bond. Every time they break you, every time they hurt you, you feel like the only way that you can feel better is for them to come fix you. So, yeah, I mean, I recommend, thank you for reminding me of my lashes again. Cardani lash glue, Cardani is my favorite. It's latex free. And I buy it, I have to buy it on headcovers.com, which is for people who have like survived going through chemotherapy and they have like wraps for your head and they do have eyebrows on there also. And your friends will still be there for you if you get rid of him. If you reach out to them and say, man, I'm sorry, I'm getting rid of him, they will be there for you. Dang it. Trust me. It's their job to isolate you from everybody. The only way I think you can really break the cycle is to reach out and tell someone that will help you. Tell a family member or a friend, even if you're calling up somebody you haven't talked to in a while because of the narcissist. Even if you're talking to somebody who they drove a wedge between you and them, just call them, because if you tell somebody, they're going to hold you accountable. They're going to give you options. They're going to help you out. If you don't tell somebody, you're going to continue to make excuses for why the way they treat you is okay. Or you're going to continue being embarrassed by it. My lash is crooked. Oh yeah, your friends will run to your abuser. They think your abuser is great because they have made it look that way the whole time. I let my glue get too dry. You see how it stuck really well, but I let my glue get a little too dry, so I'm going to put some on here. I'm actually going to move it and put some glue right under here. Now, I wear a special contact, y'all. I wear a hard contact. Be careful doing this. You will get glue in your eye. I forget that I do some things that like regular eyes can't do, because I'm wearing a contact the size of a nickel right now. It's called a scleral contact. So nothing is going to hurt me. These lashes I get on Amazon. They're in my Amazon store. Those are the ones I took off, and these are the ones I put on. These are fox eye lashes. If you look up fox eye on Amazon, or if you go to my links on my page, you'll find them in there. I tag everything, and I'll tag everything exactly after this live. I'll make a post about it, so be sure to subscribe. The contact is so large because it's holding saline against my eye to keep my eye from being dry, since my eyes don't close all the way. So you take this giant contact and you hold it on a plunger and you put sterile saline, not the kind that you just rinse your contacts with, sterile saline, and put it in there, and then you push it up into your eye and it holds that liquid there, because if your eye gets dry, you will eventually go blind. If my eyes were to just stay left alone. Yeah, they're not regular contacts. They're hard. They're plastic, hard plastic, rigid gas permeable. So oxygen and things can permeate them, but they are big, hard lenses. It's not like I have a bunch of pairs, so I can't show you. I only have one pair. They're probably about $1,000 each. I stepped on one once and cried. Everyone asking what happened. They're comfortable after you get used to it. I've been wearing contacts since I was 13, and the first contact I ever got was a hard lens, because soft lenses didn't exist yet. So I was set on fire by my husband 7 years ago, and we're doing makeup today. Prados Beauty, a Native American brand. I've got this pretty, pretty, pretty shadow on. And their blush is absolutely sick. Look at that. Ooh, that's so pretty. I'm not going to put any highlighter. He's not in jail. You leave. Be sure to subscribe before you leave, everybody. It's nice to meet you, Elizabeth. I wish I could answer every comment, but I can't. So you can always subscribe and go to the community page, and I'll answer as much as I can on those posts, because you can post anything you want. And you can talk to each other there, which I like. That contact, I'm trying not to take it off. You remember the other one? I said it was ooey gooey on the corner of my eye, and it's still ooey gooey. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to mess up my liner. There's something going on with my eye today. And if this ever happens, you can always put some liner back, because you still need to tight line. There's something wrong with my eye. It's swollen, kind of weird, and it's gooey. Thank you for subscribing. I feel like this is like a change. I've been feeling kind of down for a few months because I've been sick with this kind of little, it's a cyst, but it took a long time to figure out if it was malignant, and it's not. But it was getting infected and making me sick, so I've been struggling. Hey, Rosewater. Been struggling. And I got to get done so my moderators can feel free to go. See how it kind of sticks when I put it on there because it's tacky? And then I can adjust it any way I want. I swear you've got to look level, because if you look down, it's not going to work. The way I'm doing this, don't do that. Look straight up at yourself. Then I'm just tapping down the, see how much better that is? See why I couldn't wear the other ones? These are what's right for my eyes. This is much better. The other ones were great, but I felt like I needed to go out to the club. Go out to the club, and I'm too old for the club, so I'm going to put on some fox eyes. You can use your fingers to put them on. Yeah, they're much better. Bless you. Colloidal silver. They used to put that on the burns. They put silver on your burns. And Manuka honey. It's real honey. It's honey that no bacteria can exist in. Absolutely none. So they put it on you to try to keep you from getting infected. Infections are a problem like this. I wouldn't have this if I wasn't burned. It's some sort of cyst that formed under my skin. It was really big. They've drained it. It came back. They're taking it out surgically because it's really close to my spine and my brain, and it's getting infected, you know? So I've been really down about things and feeling like I can't do it. I'm like, there's no way. LA is expensive. I'm 52. I've been like running that narrative. Like, I can't really do this. I can't really make it. What am I going to do? This is the first time in my life I'm out on my own. I went from my grandmother's house, who raised me. My mother didn't. My grandmother and grandma and grandpa's house, to my first husband's house, to the apartment I got when I got divorced. And then I had met the narcissist, and he came to live with me within about 2 months because they don't have anywhere to live. You know, the narcissist has nowhere to go. I wish my hair wasn't like this today. So he wanted to move in. I thought he was so in love that he just couldn't be without me. But really, thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe. I know everybody's very particular about who they sub to on YouTube. This platform will be positive, and it will be makeup, and it will be motivation. It'll be everything. Hey, hey. Look, they sent me a tiny little lipstick from Prados Beauty. Is it a lipstick? I can't read. I'm turning it over like I can read small print, even with my reading glasses. That's not going to happen. But this looks like a little sample. Yeah, he's always a bum. They're always bums. I wasn't done. They're always bums. But they don't look like bums. You know what I mean? I heard the word the other day that was so funny. Hobosexual. He was a hobosexual. He was in love with me. Everybody wants to see my natural hair? I have a bald spot. My wig is laid down. I was going to get goddess braids after I got my nose, but that's when I got the infection up here. I've been pretty much sick all year. Hobosexual is hilarious, right? That's what he was. But it appeared like he had a place to live. It wasn't very nice, but I figured it was just like a bachelor pad. And he was living with a friend. I don't think he's ever like rented his own place. He's not able to. I don't think he knows how. I did everything for him. He's like a child. Most of them are. Most of them are like children. Hey, hey, y'all subscribe and click that like. Ooh, it's darker than I thought it was. I knew it was dark, but look, I couldn't do this last year. I'm just getting that motion back to be able to rub my lips together. My top lip isn't really a lip. This is, my top lip got burned off. So this is a piece of skin from my lower abdomen. They gave me a tummy tuck. Thank you, Nancy, for subbing. Everybody sub. It's a piece of skin from my lower abdomen. And then Ruth Swissa in Calabasas, the best cosmetic tattoo artist, I think, in the world, and the only one who has experience, like 15 years experience helping burn survivors, tattooed my top lip, and it looks so real. Yeah, these lashes are phenomenal. These are my regular lash. They are a fox eye. Y'all subscribe because I'm going to tag them for you. They're already in my Amazon store or my Shop My. If you just go to my links, that would help if you buy it. But even if you don't want to buy it through my store, just look up fox eye. You'll find them. That was darker than I thought. Oh, but on camera it looks different. Oh, was she a magnet for him? I was a magnet for them. I don't think I've ever had a good relationship, to be honest. I had a lot of men when I was younger who I think just wanted to take advantage of me physically, you know. And then I had my first husband who was 18 years older than me. So obviously I was going for like the father figure that I never had, right? Because my grandma and grandpa raised me. From birth, they raised me. So I went for the father figure, had kids, thought he would always be safe and kind. And guess what he did? He cheated on me. He was 18 years older. I was young, beautiful. I was at my best, and I could not understand why he would do that. Well, they cheat on you because that's about them. It's not about you. Thank you for subbing, Monique. It's not about you. You know, it's about them. So even though he had his young, I was literally a trophy wife. Ugh. So I didn't get that one right, but I did have kids and I loved them. He passed away. We got divorced first, but it was very sad. I didn't, for my kids to lose their dad. He tried to stab me in the neck with a corkscrew when he was mad at me one day before we got divorced. So you see, as a pattern, you become a magnet. I mean, you have to take responsibility for what it is in you that is allowing you to be with these people, what it is in what you need to heal in you so that you realize your self-worth, what it is in you that attracts you to people who are not very nice, what it is in you. You have to fix that. And that's what I've been working the past year on, you know, really working on healing and healing me. But I don't have any kind of desire to date or do anything with anyone other than just like go out with friends. I go to red carpets, I work, I eat when I want, I eat what and when I want, I go to bed when I want, I go out when I want. I've never had that, you know? Hey, Curtains up with Cameron. Please subscribe. I do. I have a picture up on my thing. I'm not going to pull it up again. I had it out earlier, but look on my page. I have some recent stories that show how bad it was. Maybe I'll pull it up one time. If y'all click the like button and sub, I'll get the picture in a minute. See how I had to fix that inner corner? Then I got a tight line, okay? You got a tight line under your lashes because there's little gaps that are showing and making them not look good of your skin. So you're going to use a different liner that, of course, I can't find right now. I'm going to use a different liner. I'm just going to pick one. This is not my favorite. Oh, I see it. I got an eyeliner at the dollar store, but I keep seeing some people that get makeup at the dollar store, like online, and they use it, but it did not work out. My dollar store must not be the same because it didn't work at all. I mean, I couldn't even get pigment out of it, you know? So I've got, this is by Swede, and it's a kohl eyeliner, deep black, and you're just going up under the lashes to make sure there's no gap there. That's what a tight line is. Mega Matte Man, what's that? Mega Matte? Yeah, I mean, it's like, I just don't need anybody right now. I need to be me right now. I need to do something that I should have done, 30 years ago. Oh, scapegoat. Yeah, I'm so sorry for you. That's horrible. Did I tell y'all that his mother set a house on fire when he was 18, when she was going through the divorce with his father? I mean, he's a psychopath. He loved fire so much that I bought the fire pit for him the year before for Christmas because he was always like starting fires. And it's not unusual because I have a peer supporter through the Phoenix Society who was set on fire by a man, right? Isn't that crazy? Set on fire by a man. And her guy was convicted. It was her ex. He broke in the middle of the night, doused her with gasoline, set her on fire. And her guy was convicted and sentenced to life in Pennsylvania. Because in Pennsylvania, if you get life, it's life. There's no parole. So he's gone away for life. But when I met her and I was telling her, it's like, oh my God, you're not going to believe this. I just, I've learned that, his mom did this, set a house on fire for insurance fraud. And she said, oh, it's no big deal. She's like, yeah, my guy's mom set a car on fire when she caught his dad in a hotel cheating, set his car on fire. There is definitely a link. And someone else told me a story about a narcissist in fire. There's a link to fire. There's a link to fire. I've heard this 3 times, and I don't even know who to tell. Somebody needs to study it. There's a link to fire. And water. Another girl told me that her guy was fascinated by water. He would turn on the water in the shower and just sit and watch it for like 45 minutes. Right? All right, we're going to wrap up. I promised if y'all liked, I would show you a picture. I'm going to do that and put on some lip gloss. I hope I can find my Miss Jellyfish by Fenty. This is my little Fenty bag of tricks. I have to keep everything separated, right? Like little Fenty bag of tricks. Miss Jellyfish, one of my favorite lip gloss oils ever. I saw a new one called Grape Crush that I really want, but I'm not going to buy it. Hopefully they'll send me some. Again, I cannot justify buying makeup when I've got so much to use. It's wasteful. Miss Jellyfish, oh, maybe I will buy Grape Crush. It's like a pinker one. It's new. Oh, God. It's so pretty. This is the lip gloss This jellyfish, Fenty Beauty. Just take my, Riri, God, come on. I mean, come on. I love this. I love this jellyfish. Come on. I have a friend who's a pastor, and when she gets going, she'll say, come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Okay. You get a panic attack thinking about leaving him because he's your actual water right now. You have a trauma bond. You want the man that broke you to fix you, and that's never going to happen. The only thing you can do is tell people, tell somebody who will help you what's going on and start figuring out a way out. Don't tell him you're leaving. He could have a fit of rage. You have to go, and you have to never talk to him again. There's no closure. There's nothing. There was never anything between you. It is all hate. He never loved you. He hates you. I know that sounds horrible and it's harsh, but it's true. Yeah, I used to obsess about makeup too. I'm going to show y'all one picture and then I'm going to sign off. Right. Do not tell. Thank you, Rachel. Please do not tell an abuser you are leaving. Do not. You do not need to discuss it. They will get upset. They will hurt you. I think that mine was mad that I wasn't forgiving him, and he was nervous because I was starting to succeed as a realtor. I just got my real estate license. I was starting to succeed, and I would have my own money. So I think that's, and the kids had just moved out. So he knew I didn't need to be there anymore. I didn't have, when my kid, I did a lot because of my kids, and I know I shouldn't have. I should have left because it hurt my kids to watch me be treated that way, even though it was emotional abuse. It hurt them. I swear to God, how do I lose? I don't know how I do this. Oh, okay. It's literally behind me on the chair. I'm going to get some hormones. That's it. I got to get some hormones. I can't take anymore. Thank you. Tides that vibe. I would love, actually, that's a really good idea, Tides that vibe. Because I had a podcast before, and I would really like to do it now. I do it more like a visual one, too. I kind of like the talk show kind of format, and I really want to interview survivors because I have the platform to give them their voice. So I think that's a great idea. That's what I'd like to do. Y'all help me. If y'all help, that'd be great. When I tried it before, TikTok asked me to do a talk show in 2023 or something because I was really big on TikTok, y'all. When I started, there'd be 10 or 15,000 people in the room. It was crazy. It was wild. It was the heyday of TikTok Live before they started acting like it was QVC. And by the way, I don't like TikTok. I love the people. I don't like the platform. But when I did it, the hardest part was booking the people. People would cancel last minute and I wouldn't have a backup. And I was doing it live. Tom Kruger. I used to know a Tom. I'm in Los Angeles. If y'all help, y'all should go to my page and post. Let's make things happen. I would love to have experts on. I would love to leave behind a legacy of change. I had to hurt a lot, and I survived for a reason. And I have these platforms for a reason. I'm on every platform. So tides that vibe, definitely. Let's go. Let's do it. Set people up. I've got the podcast platform. I'm on RSS because I did a podcast called Burned Ambition in the beginning. I did not know what I was doing, but I had people come on and tell their stories. It didn't last long because it was just so hard for me to think. See, when people say what happened to your face and I'm sitting here thinking I look beautiful, that gets me. That's getting me today. I did some interviews, yeah. I did some interviews. But I did a lot of them live on TikTok and I don't think I've posted them yet. I need to I'll check my folders and see. I had trouble. I was doing it during a time where I couldn't even afford Wi-Fi at my house. I went through a lot after I was living downstairs, he was living upstairs. And if I would try to live stream, he would do stuff like unplug the Wi-Fi, unplug the cable while I was going. So I got like that T-Mobile cable box, but I didn't realize you can't download and do stuff with it. But I did the best I could. I didn't even know that like that wasn't real Wi-Fi until my cousin told me. This is me. Okay. Oh, why is it doing that? Okay, that's me. That's him. This is in front of the United Nations a month before he set me on fire. In every picture, I'm always smiling and he's always not. For like 15 years, I'm always smiling and he's always not. I never realized that until somebody pointed it out. He's never, ever happy. He hates me. He hated me the whole time. Oh, that's me being serenaded in Geneva the same night he disappeared and left me on the streets. A few hours later, he left me standing on the street. He love bombed me in the beginning, and I thought that he really understood me. He would tell me, like, oh, my mom went through the same thing when she was divorcing my dad because I was just getting divorced. He would say things like that. He was punching well above his weight. He was so jealous, but he would hide it. And then he would try to make me jealous. And he literally just drove me crazy for a long time. Oh, look, this is when I was trying to figure out how to erase his face. I did that recently. I was trying to use the tool that erased. Oh, boy. Okay, my dog, I got to go. I've been on here way longer than I planned on. I got in my feelings. Thank you to all the moderators who sat around, let me be in my feelings. How do I make this be small? I want to get out of these pictures. Stop it. Okay, I found the X. Let me see if I can find a picture of right after I got burned so you can understand. Way above, I think, yeah. In retrospect, I'm like, what was I thinking? Because in the first year that he lived with me, he gave me $200 for the bills. That's it. $200. I was working so hard. Hold on, sugar. I'm almost done. We're going to do something. It's too dark to go out. I know what you want. We can't go walking. We can't do that. Give me just a minute. I'm going to show people a picture and then I'm going to hang up as soon as I find the right file. Mama loves you, but we can't. Where we live, there's no way I could go walking at night by myself. Not when we're in a bad place. Yeah, my husband did this to me. Why can't I find a picture? Things are organized differently in my pictures on here. I just want the folder that says clinical. Grandma, bear with me. I've got so many folders. Dennis Groves covered. And they're not. Why aren't they alphabetized? It says this is all the albums and it's not there. So it must not be the same. If y'all check my shorts, it's there. Oh, this is me way before. This is me on my honeymoon when I got married in 2008. That's in Jamaica right after I got married. And on this day, he got mad at me for having too much fun at Margaritaville. And he called me names in the cab. We had just gotten married. He wouldn't come out of the room, out of the hotel room the next day. He wanted to stay in and watch TV because he was so upset with me for having, it's crazy. I left. I went. I'd never been out of the country before. So I was like, forget it. I'm going out. And I went out on the resort because it was a couples resort, only couples allowed, so nobody like hitting on you or anything. And the fortune teller there, I'd sit and had her read our hands like the day before when he was mad at me, and she walked all the way across the resort to come tell me. She said he is angry and he is aggressive. I'll never forget the words. And now I never forgot it. It just stuck with me. That was right after we got married. I wish I knew. The fortune teller, she was an older lady in Jamaica, so she was right. She probably just saw it from his behavior. I finally found the folder that says clinical. It's been here the whole time. I'm going to give you one warning for graphic content or whatever. You ready? And he's a narcissist. He thought I was going to leave him. This is after I got home from the hospital. I took a selfie. Okay? He's a narcissist. He was always terrible. Okay. That was me after I got home from the hospital. I took a selfie because my teeth were crooked and I was worried about it. My mouth is closed there. So y'all see why I feel beautiful now? Why I feel like this is amazing? This was 7 years ago. Really, 6 years ago, 2019. Healing is possible. Thank you. So I feel like I would have never thought I could look like this when I looked like that. Squid Game. I love that show. One more that I rarely show that one. Look. My eyes only closed that much and no nostrils. And my mouth is closed here. This is after they made me a new lip. Because I didn't have that lip before, that top lip. And I just can't believe what. Isn't that great? The skin for the skin grafts came from my lower body. So my lower body has a lot of damage too. My sides and lower body. I'm going to show you one thing. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to set a schedule. You see that? That's what it looks like kind of everywhere. That one is the worst. It won't brown up. My legs kind of took some melanin back. So I love y'all. Everyone just coming in, thanks for watching. You can go to my page. Please subscribe. I'll be live again and we'll talk more. If you're in a narcissistic relationship, please know that it is not harmless. They will eventually hurt you if you stay with them long enough. They will. Amanda, I was set on fire by my husband. So subscribe to my page and I'll set up a schedule. If you subscribe to my page, I'll post a schedule when I figure it out. Okay? I love y'all. Grady, my dog says I gotta go. I love y'all. Y'all have a good week. Make it the best. And yeah, I love y'all. Remember that whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. Bye.